Make sure that we are working. Let's go ahead and pull up Warriors Den. None of these are it. Why are you hiding them? Let's get these out directly. There it is. All right, we're ready. We are ready. Ready to go. Good. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Give me a second. Getting adjusted here. Sorry I'm a little late. I know that I said it for 10:30, but had a little bit of a issue to take care of this morning. But we're good. We're good. Hello. Everyone can hear me okay? Audio's good? Mic is working? Everyone can hear me? Let me know if there are any problems with the audio, because every time I do one of these Warriors Den streams, there's some kind of audio issue we need to address. There's always at least something. So let's try to get it addressed quickly. How's the weather? It's fine. Beautiful, even. I'm thinking about going for a run later. Good. All right. Good. We can all hear. Excellent. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? All right. The goal for today's stream, I want to get, right now we're at about 50. We're close to 50 viewers. I want to get to 250. Let's get to 250. Let's bump up those numbers to 250. We won't get there, but I want to see us get there, okay? Let's try to get to 250. So, Raven, good morning. Could the next Wulin be based on Lubu? It's a possibility, but I would need to see a little bit more evidence of what they want to do, like some kind of silhouette or something. If I could see the weapon, I'd know for sure, because Lubu was famous for a particular halberd, so we would need to see. Are you able to hear the live stream in the question? Are you able to hear the live stream is the question? Yeah, because what always happens is either their live stream is way too soft and I'm too loud, or their live stream cuts out, or I can't get the audio balance right. It's really weird. But we'll try to get it set up early as we can. Hey, 999 from P-Tier Griffin. Hey, Raven, excited for the stream. Hope you have a nice day. Well, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I am very, very excited about this. Yeah, Lubu is definitely going to be the new Wulin hero. Count on it. Oh, really? Well, thank you, Kazunaki. Or Kazun Kai. Sorry, I said that too fast. Kazun Kai. I hope you're right. Lubu would be cool, but I still say that we need a Wulin with a Xi'an sword. That still needs to happen. So even if we don't get it this year, I want it to be next year. We got to get that. Who is Lubu? Lubu is a famous warrior from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. He was famous for being almost undefeatable in battle. Like, if Lubu was on your side, you could expect to win. The problem was Lubu was famous also for betraying the people that he allied with. He's kind of become a huge figure in Chinese literature and popular media. He's got a very unique look. Like, I'll show you what he looks like. Hold on, let's pull up a picture of this guy. Like, you've seen him in stuff. Like, he's a popular character in Dynasty Warriors. You fought against him in Wolong. Yeah, that's him in Wolong. He looked really badass there. He had that's a bad image. Oh, this one's another one. Like, you get these cool Dynasty Warrior images of him. But, yeah, he's become a very popular figure in Chinese history and literature. Did I see the new Hero Skin teaser? I think it might be Gladiator. Yeah, I'm betting Gladiator. I'm thinking Gladiator. That's what I'm thinking, too. Raven Knight General Zhou is based off of Cao Cao, so it wouldn't surprise me if this new hero opposes him. It's possible. But, again, we won't get the new hero until the 4th season, so. Tech Girl. Oh, $20 from Tech Girl. Happy to hear and just want to send some support. Well, thank you. Any donation is always appreciated, guys. It always means the world to me when y'all donate, because I don't make a great deal of money off of YouTube, but any amount I do make really helps me out. So, really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for that. Thank you very much. Raven, do a Ned Flanders impression, please. Wasn't Ned Flanders that dude from The Simpsons? Wasn't he like the nerdy Christian guy who was a neighbor of The Simpsons? If I'm wrong about that, like, I don't know if I could do a good impression of him. Man, I'm so glad this game is still alive and well. It's outlasted so many other live service games. I know, right? And can you believe that even as far back as year 1, season 2, people were saying, dead game. And I'm like, yeah, dead game. Been alive for almost 9 years now, but yeah, dead game. You're right. No worries on my name pronunciation. Yeah, it's funny. One thing that I learned when I was studying Chinese and Japanese and Korean languages, I mispronounce stuff so often that I was always scared to say the people's names. Like, I'd always say, hi, nice to meet you. My name's Raven. Could you say your name for me? Because I'm going to get it wrong. And they have to say it for me like 3 or 4 times. It took me ages before I could say Doyon or Cheran or Xiaoling or anything like that. Like, it took forever. In fact, I had one girl that I dated from China. I could never pronounce her name, so she just said I could call her Leaf. I can't wait to see the new Wu Lin. Yes, I'm with the Viking faction. I'm excited to see what they're coming up with for this year. Good, yeah. Oh, because of my joke when I did the reveal thing, don't worry about that. I was mostly joking around. I wasn't being serious about my hate for the Vikings. I made it a joke. The joke was, for a long time now, people have been saying that the For Honor devs don't like the Vikings. Like, oh, they hate the Vikings. They don't give us any new heroes. They don't give us any new seasons. They don't give us any new cosmetics. And I'm always like, are you serious? Like, you've gotten a new hero. You've gotten some great seasons. You've gotten some awesome hero skins, with the exception of Bolthorn. I grant you Bolthorn's shit. But the rest were really cool. Maddox, everyone agreed was awesome. And most everyone likes Goodmunder. So I don't know what you're talking about when you say that they don't care about the Vikings. So I'm always like, why do you say that the developers don't care about you? So I always feel like the Viking fan base or the Viking community just gets overly pissy about things. And then we get this new year where there's no dedicated Viking hero or season or hero skin. And I'm like, ha ha, you finally have something to complain about. So I just thought that was funny. That's all. Raven, how many languages do you know? I am fluent in 2 languages, but I am learning Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and I am still learning Spanish because I need to know better Spanish to teach in the schools that I do. But I'm not... Funny enough, I'm not as great with learning Spanish as I feel I should be. I know, and I'm not fluent in any of those languages. The only languages I'm fluent in are English and Jive. Those are the only 2 I'm fluent in. But yeah, I know. I thought it was funny. We Vikings cooked good last year. Y'all did. The Vikings had a lot of good shit last year. They've been almost every faction season. They've won almost every faction. I know! Like, what are they complaining about? Okay, that's fine. Raven, just remember, you will never see another faction war win again. Yeah, I'd feel bad about that if anyone cared. Hey, Fallen with 4... what's that symbol? Is that a pound? Hero number 1, Rapier. Hero number 2, Chinese Halberd or Glaive. That's what a lot of people are saying. That is what a lot of people are saying. And you know what? Cool. That'll be awesome. If we get a Chinese hero with a cool halberd, I'll take it. I'll take it. And if we get a musketeer hero or something like that, I should say this. For the first time, I actually made it to your stream early. Any thoughts on what might come? Yeah, we're talking about that right now, actually. Seems that Raven has been struck by that Asian persuasion. Bishop, you have no idea, bro. Actually, okay, true story. For those of you who are new here, true story about me. I've dated one girl from, like, every major Asian country. Like, I dated a girl from China, dated a girl from Japan, dated a girl from Korea, dated a girl from Thailand. Not one from Vietnam, though, so I'll give you that one. But, and here's the crazy thing. The girls from those countries that I dated were probably the best dates I've ever had. Like, probably the best girlfriends I ever had. Compared to the girls in the States that I've dated who, one cheated on me, one was insane. Like, I think she was clinically crazy. And the other I think she was just using me to make her previous boyfriend jealous, if I'm being honest. But the girls from Asia that I dated, really awesome people. And we usually only really broke up because they usually had to go back to their home country and I couldn't follow. And long distance relationships suck ass. So I'm like, you know what? If we can meet up again, great. If not, and it's not that I wouldn't date a white, black, or Hispanic person. I have dated a white, black, or Hispanic person. Back when I was in high school, I dated a girl who was black. I dated one girl who was Hispanic in college, and after college, I dated one girl who was white. Like, so it's not like I can only narrow it down to Asian women, but it is funny that the best girls I've dated were from Asia, I would say. Really weird how that works. But yeah, it's weird how that works. My mom actually teased me about that. She used to say, "Are we going to have Asian grandchildren?" And I said, "You might. You never know." And it's funny, I do owe them a lot because they opened my eyes to a lot about Asian history and culture. Like a lot of you, I grew up in the American school system where all you really learn about Asian history is what happened in World War II. That's the first time many people get introduced to Asian history is like, oh, and in World War II we went to war with Japan. That's pretty much all you learn in a lot of schooling. So when I got to college and I actually met these people from Asia, like Japan and China and Korea, it was mind-blowing because they had so much more information and culture than I ever thought possible, and it really opened my eyes to new information. Raven's testing the waters. Really, I just want a girl who likes me. That's what it is. I want a girl who loves me for me, and whether that girl is black, brown, Asian, white, I don't care. I just want them to love me for me, you know? That's what I look for. That's what I look for. I could care less about the race. Raven is Blackthorn reincarnated. Yeah, probably. Raven, you have some English or Portuguese DNA. You have a colonizer spirit. Yes, I do have some English in my DNA. I do. So yeah, actually, okay, true story. Y'all ready for this one? This is gonna shock you. Brace yourselves. I was doing some genealogy research on my family a couple of years ago. I found out that on my mom's side of the family, we are related to the Adams, and of course, you can relate that to John Quincy Adams or John Adams, the presidents of the United States historically. But the first European samurai, the first non-Japanese European samurai, can you guess his last name? Adams. So I'm wondering. it's Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry about that. William Adams reincarnated. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it really sucks that Americans only really bother learning about World War II. I mean, come on, the Sengoku Jidai and the Three Kingdoms are so interesting. Well, Max, no, I agree with you, Max, but the thing to keep in mind is there's only so much time in the year. And, like, my brother has to teach world history for his students, and he only gets, like, a couple weeks on Rome, you know, and that really sucks. Raven cares not for the color of the skin, only for the color of the heart. Very true, very true. Who are your fictional crushes? Oh, God. It depends on what my age was at the time, because when I was a kid, I crushed on Wonder Woman. I had a big crush on Wonder Woman. Then I got into Teen Titans and had a crush on Raven. Then I got older, and who came next? I definitely had a crush on Jessica Rabbit when I saw Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but who didn't, okay? Who didn't? Let's see. When I got into anime, it got weird because there were some characters in anime that people were down bad for, and I didn't see the appeal. Others, I was like, oh yeah, totally. Like, oh God, what's a character? I'm trying to think of a good character. Hinata. When I was into Naruto, Hinata was awesome. Like, I was very much a fan of Hinata. Yeah, it's all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I could sit here and try to rehash all that stuff. But we just hit 100 viewers. Yeah, 150 more, guys. Keep it coming. We're getting there. I'm British. I'd rather not go back and kind of look through my family history. Could be a bit taboo. I'd never be ashamed of your lineage. I always say that, like, look, I'm from the South of America. I'm from South Carolina. Lots of people tease us Southerners for being racist, like, oh, you're the ones who seceded, you're the ones who started the Civil War. Yeah, okay, that's ancient history, but we still need to understand our genealogy and our roots. We still need to understand where we came from. You know, so I'm not ashamed. I don't look back and go, how awful, look at what my awful ancestors did. Who cares? They're them, I'm me. They helped make me. I owe them that much, you know? So never be ashamed of who you are. Never be ashamed of where you come from, okay? That only hurts you in the long run. Be proud of who you are today. And if your ancestors did bad things, remember, everyone's ancestors did bad things. There is not one perfectly good group out there. As a German, I can't really be proud of what Grandpa did. Okay, fair enough. Don't be proud of what he did. Be proud of who you are. You know? Would you date Saint Celestine from 40K, and what's the point of the Black Blade and Sigismund? I would totally date Celestine. I would 100% date Celestine. If I couldn't get with Celestine, I'd get with Ephriel Stern. I'm German. I'm of German descent, so I fully accept the possibility of having a certain type of ancestor. Look past World War II. Like, I would say, okay, everyone, like, if you're German in my audience, the first thing that a lot of people are going to say is, oh, well, your ancestors were Nazis. Look past that. Go beyond that. Get out of World War II. Go past that. There's some awesome things about Germany before World War II, okay? But, yeah, no, oh man, I was asked a question earlier, and now I can't remember what it was because we got to talking about other stuff. If I missed your question, put it back in chat because I know I missed it. I was going to talk about something else and we got caught up. Historical crush? I don't know. I don't really have any historical crush. It's not like I want to. It's not like there's some girl in history that I'm like, oh shoot, I want to go back in time and get to know her. And I can't really think of any that really jump out at me. I guess Ruth from the Bible, but I mean, she got with Boaz, and that was what God wanted. Raven Knight therapy session. You'd be surprised how often that happens, where people just want to ask me, give therapy. Favorite Mass Effect class? I haven't played enough Mass Effect to really get into all the classes. I guess Soldier, because I just like Soldier. Be proud of your Teutonic Knight brothers, German people. Oh yeah, for sure. Fictional crush was the original question. I did answer that, but I think there was a question before that. Let me take a look. I'm pretty sure that there was a question before that I totally missed. Where was it? Huh, I can't find it. Oh, well, if there was one, I'll find it later. Anyway, yo, Raven, what would you think of the Joseon hero with the flail staff named Pyongyang? I mean, that'd be cool if they could add it. Hey, $4.99 from Brother of the Stars. Do you think we will get a Hitakiri hero skin for Halloween event this year? That'd be cool. That'd be very cool if they did that. I would be very interested if they did that. And thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate that. Raven, are any of your hero legends looking good? Looks going to change in the new customization format? Possibly. And if they do, I will show you. I will let you know. If they do, I will show you. Yeah. I will not accept Hito getting any update that's not a nerf, even if it's just a cosmetic. Funny enough, I haven't seen that many Hitakiris in game lately. I've been seeing a lot of characters, but Hito's been kind of sparse lately. And seeing a lot of Shinobis, a few Valkyries, believe it or not, a couple Gladiators, Pirates are all over the place because of the Hero Fest. Oh yeah, didn't Glad get a Hero Fest today? That's right. Oh, I need to check that out because I gotta grade that. And then once I grade Gladiator's execution, guys, I will release my Heroes executions graded. And then sometime, probably tomorrow, I will release a report card. I'm probably going to do that I'll probably do that biannually where I release a report card on the heroes. Make Magna Germania great again. Hey! They may be sparse, but they are so damn annoying. Believe it or not, I mean, I agree, they are definitely annoying. But I think that there are some characters that annoy me more, like Varangian. Ugh. What is your favorite cryptid, and does South Carolina have any? What's a cryptid? What is a cryptid? I'm not familiar with that term. I do not know the word. $5 from Silverwolf. Evening, Lord Raven. Here to bring shares of those spoils in my latest expedition, my lord. How are you doing this spring, Lord Raven? Well, thank you very much. I'll give you a heart for that. It was very poetic. I'm doing okay. But it is not evening here. It's only 10:50. So we're still in the morning here. But yeah, I'm doing good. Whoa, 10 from Cringe F69. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate that. No message? All right. Well, that's fine. Messages are optional. Raven, I almost got all of Hatoon's build. Just need her weapons, execution, emotes, and finisher. Hey, you're close. Is Raven completely silent for anyone else? Did I go silent? Can y'all not hear me? JJ says that I'm silent. Can y'all not hear me? Hey, Seth Death. Yeah, no problem, man. Cryptids are like Bigfoot, Mothman, Jersey Devil. Oh, well, in South Carolina, we had the Lizard Man. That was way back in the day, though. We had the Lizard Man way back in the day. So there was that. Raven, have you played Deep Rock? No, my brother has. Yeah, y'all can hear me? Okay, all right. Would you be surprised if they did a lore for the skins coming out for our current situation this year is based on? And yes, I can hear you. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know what they're going to do. I am very interested in what they're going to do. Don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Who do you main, Raven? It's the question of the century. If you mean which character do I play exclusively, none. I play all the characters and try to get them all to a close level of reputation. But if you're asking which one I play the most, Warden. Warden has my highest rep out of all the other characters. But if you're asking which one I love playing the most, it would either be Nusha, Warden, Lawbringer, or right now Hatoon. I have been having so much fun with Hatoon. It is so funny how the mood on Hatoon shifted. When she came out, everyone loved her. She's so cool. She's so awesome. Now I'm seeing people go, she's kind of mid. She's kind of weak. I can't really use her the way I want. I don't know. I kind of like her. The one thing I like about Hatoon is she's not a character that you can just pick up and just win with every time, you know? She's not a character like, I picked her up, I win now. Like, you just... that's what some characters just are, like Hitakiri or Black Prior initially. Yeah, that's what they were. This time it's not. You've got to learn her, and the grind has been fun. Forgot to send the message. When is the den starting? Well, thank you again for the 10. We got 50 minutes. We got about 50 minutes. So you're here with me for an hour. No, I know you're stuck with Raven Knight for an hour. What could be worse? Hey, Raven, is Monster Hunter worth getting into? I have been having fun with Monster Hunter Wilds. I actually beat the main campaign, credit roll, everything. But if you know anything about Monster Hunter, the credit rolling just means you're done with the halfway point. You've still got more to go. So I've been kind of playing around with that. I've had a lot of fun. I have some issues. Now, okay, I will say this. If you're about to ask me which do I prefer more, Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter Wild, it'll shock you. But I think Monster Hunter World is still superior. I still prefer Monster Hunter World. I know! Kill me for it if you want, but I just think Monster Hunter World is better. No! What happened? That was weird. That was weird. That was very strange. Anyway. Hey, Raymond, I liked your Hatoon build from yesterday. It was fun. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a very weird moment. Just kind of cut out. Wow, Raven, you broke my BP main heart. Oh, I don't hate BP. I love BP. But the thing is, when these characters come out, like, quite often a character will be released, and then suddenly everyone just plays that character because easy win. Like, Pirate was like that. Afira was like that. Hitakiri was like that. It's just, new character that's OP, play this character. Hatoon isn't like that. I feel like Hatoon is very well balanced. In fact, I'd argue she's almost, I don't want to say weak. She's demanding. Like, she's very much a Dami Mommy in the sense that she's demanding of her players. You need to really work with her. You can't just pick her up and say, all right, button mash, win. You can't do that. You can't do that with Hatoon. You just can't. Oh, but making sense there. Uh-oh. My chat is messing up. Come on, fix yourself. Raven, opinion on a Kiev and Roos armor set for Griffin? That'd be cool. I'm having some trouble reading chat. It's not moving. Here, let me exit out of this and go back in. Oh, wait, there it goes. It just fixed itself. All right, we're good. What's your highest rep hero? Warden. Would you or Lark try to play Dragon Age games? Lark did a stream series on Dragon Age, but no one was watching it. See, that's the problem. When you're a For Honor YouTuber and all you play is For Honor, no one really cares when you play other games. We don't get the same amount of traction. Lark tried to play a Dragon Age stream series, but no one really watched it. When will the start? We got about 50 minutes. Man, everyone's like, when does it start? Y'all got 50 minutes. You're here with me for a little less than an hour. I'm sorry. I know that I'm not quite as fun. But I always start early to chat with my community. I want to chat with my friends. I would like to see an Indigenous here, but the chances of that is kind of slim. Haven't played For Honor in a few years. Should I get back into it, Raven? Okay, so yes, I would say get back into it. Right now, For Honor is very, very fun. I'm having a great time with it, and it is in a better place than it has been in a very, very long time. Much more balanced, much more enjoyable, lots of content coming back to it. I would totally say pick it back up again. As for a new Indigenous hero coming, I don't know. It's a question mark. Have you ever played Path of Titans? No. What does a man have to do to get a voice like yours? Nothing good, because I don't think I have a good voice. I struggle to play Glad. I go 1-4 every game. Through my first rep, it was a pain. Glad is tricky for me, but they're a strong character. I beg for Valkyrie face reveal. We all do, bro. We all do. A good cup of coffee and a book and listening to Raven is how I'm starting my morning. Attaboy! Raven, I think the Ministry of Truth is on to you and Lark from the conspiracy video yesterday. They're definitely on to Lark. Hey, I finally caught one of your lives. Glad you're here, Chris. Glad you're here. Hey, Raven, hope you're doing well physically and mentally. I'm doing okay. I'm still getting over a bit of a cold I had. I still got kind of the congested throat, but otherwise I'm doing okay. Have I played Dragon's Dogma? No. Raven, do you like Gears of War? I've never played it. If you would allow me, I would like to shill drop Pod Green by Guard Bro and short space fairies and other sci-fi aliens join the U.S. military. Free audiobook on YouTube. Okay, cool. Though given we're going to have a few testing grounds, I wonder if we're going to actually have testing grounds for Heroes finally or for FES as per usual. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am Mexican, so I am part Spanish and indigenous. Ah, gotcha. Raven, is there a chance you and Lark do a Skyrim together mod? It'd be fun to see you killing bandits in Skyrim. Probably not. Our computers don't run as well with high-tier mods. Hey, Raven, would you ever do the Legends with your viewer characters? Probably not. Just because the stories I write come from my own heart, so I understand them a bit more. If I start reading other people's stuff, for one thing, it's going to bog down my channel, and for another, I won't be as closely related to the stories. So that's probably not going to happen. Sorry. Yo, Raven, do a flip like that one Spider-Man scene where a civilian asked him the same thing. I mean, I could do a flip, but I don't have my camera on for me to do it, and I don't even have a good camera anymore. My camera kind of busted. I need to get a new one, and I don't have the money! Raven, when I first started, it was with a friend. I was a Kensei, and he was a warden. He fell off for a while, but I was talking with him recently, and he has chosen to come back to For Honor. Good! Bring him on back. Opinion on King Otto the Great of Germany? He was pretty great. Has anyone ever seen Hunter the Parenting? No, I have not. Furries. Non-furries. I'm from Brazil, and I don't know what the fuck is in my DNA, but it's probably a lot. Well, I don't know either. When is the Heroes in History for Hatun getting posted? Heroes in History's already up. I've already made the Heroes in History for Hatun. It's up. It's been up, bro. It's been up. My boy, you got to go get to it. Raven, have to ever seen the Year 9 poster? It shows the new hero in the black, but it's very hard to see, but it looks like a musketeer. That's what a lot of people have said. And you know what? That's fine. Good work, Raven, on the recap video. Really informative and great content overall. Wonder what Ubi's going to cook this new year and season. Theory time. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested in what they'll do. Don't know yet. I'm excited, though. In your opinion, who needs buffs, nerfs, and reworks? Medjai needs a buff right now because I think he's the weakest Outlander. Conqueror needs a roll catcher. Hitakiri still needs a nerf. Berserker's fine. I just don't like playing against them. Varangian Guard needs another nerf. Griffin, I think, is fine. Warmonger's fine. I'm thinking of all the characters right now and who I think needs something. Don't give Zhanhu a buff, but give them something, I guess. Yeah, that's my thought on that. What are my thoughts on Rove from Monster Hunter Wilds, and why is he the best character? Rove is awesome. Rove is awesome. Nata's a bitch. I do not like Nata. I do not like Nata. The devs are giving us more armor customization, so maybe they will give more besides like materials. Maybe. Raven, I wonder, since you made videos to advertise the factions, will you do the like for each hero? Probably not. I mean, that'd be cool, but probably not. Ubisoft paid me to do those faction videos, so that was the inspiration there. I mean, if you'd like me to do heroes too, I could, but I mean, why would I when For Honor's already done those? They've already done trailers for the heroes. If you like weird fantasy British humor, then Hunter the Parenting is set in the Vampire Masquerade universe. Really? But yeah. I mean, I think we should just make balance changes all around and bring the attention back to the original three factions and Wulin, I guess. I want more attention to the Wulin, Mikkel. I want more attention to the Wulin, because right now the Wulin have been so overlooked. It's time for them to get some love. It really is. Oh, Raymond, I forgot to mention that I introduced my friend I mentioned to your channel because he was curious about what's been going on in Heathmore. I'll try to get him to subscribe. Please do. More subscriptions helps me out. It really does. It really, really does. Screw Werner. Amen. Your advertisements are more engaging. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. What I thought about doing is a video series where I basically do like a crash course on each hero, like basically kind of like what I did with my For Honor Analyze series, where I look at each hero and break them down. Maybe start that over, try it now with things being updated the way they are. Who do you think had the most successful, powerful civilization in history? During their heyday? You could attribute that to a lot of people. I would say Rome, probably. Who's your least favorite Vanguard class to play as or fight against? My least favorite to play as would be Raider. My least favorite to play against would be Warmonger, probably. I mentioned you in my Bible study, and they might subscribe to you. That'd be great. That'd be great. Hey, Raven, have you seen Cadfael? No, I have not. Favorite ancient peoples outside of Rome and China? Korea. Hey, Aaron. Glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. All right, quick time check. How we doing? We got 40 minutes. 40 minutes, boys and girls. I'm excited. And let me go ahead and say this, since there's kind of a break in the questions. I know that I said in the past I would not like a Musketeer hero. I know I've said that. I'm not upset that we might be getting one. If we are getting a Musketeer hero, I'll be fine with it. My issue was with a Musketeer hero is I have trouble seeing the viability of a Rapier in For Honor, and I feel like it would break some of the immersion for me. Does that mean they can't do it? No, they can totally do it. They've made crazier things happen. But for me, it was just something I wasn't all that excited in seeing. But if they can make it work and they found a way to include it, I'll take it. The thing I find funny is, if this really is a Musketeer hero, why are they putting them in the Outlanders? Wouldn't they fit in the Knights better? I don't know. Raven, don't know what you've done, but your mic sounds way better than the other days. That's because one of my Christmas presents from my parents was a new mic. I got a brand new microphone that is of way higher quality, and it is excellent. I love this mic, which is why I got to take good care of it. She better be a hot Spanish Portuguese mama. Can I just say this? Can I just say this? It's going to be very strange. It's going to be very strange if the new Musketeer style hero is a woman, and then the Wulin hero is a male, because that means, get this, that means that the Wulin will be the only faction with only one female gender locked hero, Nutia. The rest will all be either male gender locked or optional. So I think that'll be interesting. I am so pissed that Warner Studio canceled Wonder Woman. She paved the way for female heroes, and for DC to constantly disrespect her is diabolical. Wait, hold on. What? Like, Warner Studio. Why are you doing this? It did that again. Why? It's very strange. I didn't know that they canceled Wonder Woman. Favorite Holy Roman Emperor? Don't have a favorite. I guess. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Who are the Musketeers? French nobility with rapiers. That's the simplest way I can put that. Hey, Raven, what would be your opinion on BP getting some actual new armors, like what they did with Scent, Highlander, Nibbles, and Armusha? That'd be cool. I'd like that. But give me some new Valkyrie armor where they show her face. I'm going to say the Woolen hero isn't gender locked. Maybe. I don't know. Favorite great unifier of Japan? Tokugawa. Nobunaga is second, but Tokugawa is my favorite because the dude was such a creative weasel, you know? What, they canceled Wonder Woman? I know Disney canceled the Tiana show they were working on. I didn't know they canceled Wonder Woman. That's crazy. If it is a Musketeer hero and it is female gender-locked, that would also mean only female gender-locked heroes have firearms. You're right, that is true, and it makes sense, because guns are the great unifier. Oh god, the French. Full plate BP is a nightmare? Yes, it is. How can a rapier parry? They're going to have to make it... Yeah, that's a question I had. Raven, please make an America pirate build, please. I can try. Yeah, she had a game in development by the studio that created Shadow of Mordor. Then they closed down that gaming studio. Oh, that sucks. Ieyasu was nicknamed Tanuki by Nobunaga for a reason, besides making fun of Ieyasu. Well, the two teased each other. They were both allies and friends, and they teased each other for sure, so yeah. No Hideyoshi love. Hideyoshi was brilliant, and yet stupid. He was brilliant in terms of his rise to power. He was stupid when he actually got power. I hope we see more of the Wulin General. I'm a big Shang Tsung fan, and this man gives me a full vibe. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. Hey, Raven, I heard that the next Batman game will be off of Batman Beyond. Okay, I mean, I'm kind of done with Batman games until they return to form. I wish I could be with y'all tonight, but it's almost midnight here, and I have classes tomorrow and lots of cramming for exams, so I'll holla at you. All right, man, catch you next time. Weird take, but what if they add more corruption abilities similar to Warmonger abilities? Nah. I'm done with corruption. Corruption's old news. I'm done with that. My Germanic kin, we must unite against the French threat. Those bloody French! How would a Ranger Knight do? I imagine they'd have dual falchions and bow feats. Maybe. Hideyoshi's big brain move was eradicating his brother's bloodline and pissing off the great daimyo Megami Yoshiaki. Oh yeah, there was that. And then there was also him deciding to launch an invasion of Korea into China, which was a very unpopular opinion. Made him very unliked. Y'all ready for the new season? I'm totally ready for the new season. This is going to be awesome! You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Well, wasn't Nobunaga a Japanese Vlad Dracula? You could make some comparisons. Maybe if we get a new Horcrux or Morgan Clan hero, it would work. Corruption wouldn't make sense anywhere else. Probably. Would be funny to see a man-at-arms knight hero. Well, we ain't getting a knight hero this year. And I think if we did get a knight... You know what I find funny? We haven't had a knight hero since Griffin. And that was back in Season 4. Right? So we're nearly... No, not Season 4. I'm sorry. Year 4. Year 4. We're now moving on to Year 9. And we still haven't gotten a knight hero. And yet people still complain, no knight heroes. Please don't give us a knight hero. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's time. What was your favorite season of Year 8? Oh, God. My favorite season of Year 8. What a question. Oh, what a question. It's a hard one. I'm gonna say season 1 or 2. Season 1 or 2. Season 1 just had that nice nostalgic feel, and season 2 was just kick ass. They were both so good. Thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows? I hope it's better than I've heard. That's all I'll say about that. Because all I've seen from it is negative. I'm hoping that it is better than I've heard. Will say before I go that I'm definitely pumped for this season. Looking forward to the new Armors events, updates, and improvements, and hopefully the return of Test Your Metal. Here's hoping. We need a new Night Hero. Give me a Morning Star hero. Hey. What's yours and Lark's least favorite year of For Honor? Probably year 2, just because nothing really happened in it, and they weren't really focused on updates until Marching Fire, the very end of it. So year 2 just felt really stale, I'll be honest. It felt really stale. No new heroes other than the Wu Lin. Very few updates, mostly just kind of celebrating the fact that For Honor even got a year 2. Like, not a lot happened. Am I going to finish Valhalla? Don't make me. Yeah, I'll probably finish it. Me, whenever someone brings up Japan, long before time had a name, the first spin jutsu master created Ninjaka. Okay, that was funny. Sad French noises. Oh, chocolat. Musketeer Hero is a secret child of Apollyon, arrives in the mire to face the Emperor's champion and says, "My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my mother. Prepare to die." Yeah. Wouldn't be a musketeer if he was Spanish and named Inigo Montoya. That's more of a Spanish name. So wouldn't be a musketeer. Musketeers were French. Who would win in a duel, Lark or Arminius? Okay, I love my brother. I really do, but he's no fighter. Like, he's not a fighter. I have taught him self-defense techniques, but he's not a fighter. I, for one, would love a lovely French dame. Hey, I'm not against it. I'd love a lovely British dame. Can we get a Brit? Can we get a lovely Brit? There's some lovely Brits out there. God save the Queen and all that palaver. Are you having a laugh, you fucking tosser? Too right, mate. There we go. Raven, what's the new hero? No idea. I saw a trailer for some Stellar Blade type game where you play as Guinevere using the Knights of the Round Table as JoJo stands. Seen it? No! That sounds awesome! It's the king now, Raven. And it's hard for me to say because, okay. Guys, you gotta understand me here. You gotta understand me here. I have no problem with a female rapier hero. Give me that. That'd be awesome. I'd love a lovely French or British woman. That'd be lovely. It'd be choice, mate. But at the same time, I'd also love a lovely Chinese lady. Can you give me a lovely Chinese chick? People don't understand. They're always like, I don't want female heroes. Do you not have eyes, sir? I like playing female heroes because, lo and behold, women are hot. And if I have to play dress-up combat with any... For Honor is one half combat, the other half dress-up. And if I have to play dress-up combat, make it a woman so I can make him look attractive. I know it's a hot take, but I'm burning up in the furnace over here, so every take I have is going to be hot. That's the way it goes, eh, what? I know I might be proper naughty, but you be thinking it yourself, mate. And if you ain't thinking it yourself, you got a right problem in your ting-dong. I went a little too British there. Raven, what would be your stand and what would you name it? My stand would be... I have no idea. I would need to think about that. Raven, again, I know you don't follow LEGO, but the LEGO Ninjago show season 1 through 10 is fire. I'll take your word for it. Woman in armor is hot. Fight me. Exactly. Hey, Raven, is there a reason why the character Han Dong wasn't really recognized in the Warriors games and Romance of the Three Kingdoms? usually you recognize people for their great deeds, and I don't even know much about Han Dong, so I couldn't tell you. Brother, we are getting all hot and bothered. I'm having fun. Can I not have fun? Can we not have fun in the king's lands? This cultured lad speak words of the wise. I try. Wise words of wisdom. Raven, you sound like an orc from Warhammer. No, if you want to do an orc, you got to get that deep cockney voice, you does. And you got to sound like your IQ's dropped about 3 decibels. In fact, decibel is too big a word for most orcs. The raven speaks the truth, yet the foolish mock him. Hey, there's a Bible verse about that. They hated him for he spoke the truth. It's in the Bible. It's biblical. What if we get an arming sword and buckler type hero for the Knights faction? Hey, I mean, crazier things have happened. Probably why people sent for Apollyon, among other things. If the next Outlander is a musketeer, at least we can expect the drip to be unbeatable or flamboyant as a mandatory for them. Exactly. Hey, Lord Thunder. When that vid of Is For Honor woke, I was like, like that's ever going to happen. Oh, yeah, my Is For Honor woke video. I think the term woke is often misused these days. And here's the thing. I do believe that there are some things that are done in media, movies, video games, and the like, that are overly pandering to a political persuasion. But I think that too many people are too hypersensitive to it. $5 from Argus Wolfsbane. Hard question. Nobushi or Nusha? Who's your wife, Raven? Keep in mind you like Nobu first, but Nusha's been good to you, especially that number one, no death. You asked the hardest questions for $5. Okay. Hold on. I need a moment to meditate on this one. Who do I marry, Nusha or Nobushi? Oh, man. It's a hard choice. It is a very hard choice. POV, you're a noble picking your favorite concubine. See, this is the hardest question we've had today. And Raptor Rex gets it. He knows. All right. I'm going to pick. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've got it. I've got this. I'm going to go with Nusha. Now, here's why. Hold on. Before you crucify me, and I go to my cavalry, here's why. Hear me out. Okay. Nobushi's awesome, and I've studied a lot of Japanese culture and history, and would enjoy that aspect. But here's the thing, Nusha, for one thing, I have really enjoyed playing her, so I'm a little bit more attached to her right now. Plus, I know far less about Chinese history than I do about Japanese history, so I'd have more to learn from her. To me, any good relationship is about learning from the other party. You never stop learning about each other. You're constantly growing and evolving as a couple. If I were to date Nobushi, I feel like there wouldn't be as much for me to learn from her because I've been studying Japanese history and culture so much. With Nusha, I would have so much more to study, learn, and understand about her. It would be a new adventure anytime we went out, you know? So I feel like that would be the reason why I go that direction. But again, it's kind of like, it's a hard choice because both are pretty awesome, you know? That would be my stance on that. Mr. Knight, I have a question. Oh, Rector Rex with a question. Okay, if you don't mind, where did you get your thumbnail image? I need something for my stream. Okay, so Raptor, what I do is I download the thumbnail of the stream. So what I would, I can show you real quick. Hold on. Let me switch to this. I know that I'm teaching secrets of the trade here, but I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay. So first, I do this. I go to the stream itself, And this is the part that matters. This part, you want that because that basically calls out the stream. So you want this. Now, I keep forgetting the link, so I'm going to look it up. There it is. Okay, so what you do is you scroll down and get this URL right here. So you want this URL. HTTPS image youtube.com vid all this. Okay, so you get that and copy it. You put it there. Now save it there. We're going to come back to it. Now take this that we just talked about from the from that, hit copy, go back here, delete the ID part, and insert that portion, hit enter, and now you have the image. So now all you have to do is you have to hit copy image, and then I hop on over to Canva, which is where I make all of my thumbnails. And I can very easily just drop it in. And then it's just a matter of resizing it at that point. So I have taught you a tip of the trade. I've taught you one of my secrets. I've taught you my secret. So again, so that I'll pull it up again so that you can see it. It is HTTP. In fact, you know what? I'll do you one solid, bro. I'll do you one solid. I'm going to drop this in the chat so that you have it. I'm going to drop this in the chat. There you go. Use that bad boy and that'll help you out because that is how I steal thumbnails if I need to. So, that is how I do it. I hope that helps, Raptor. And if you ever need any other help like that, let me know. Like, I'm not great as a YouTuber. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I've unlocked every secret. But that is one way that I make thumbnails if I need to. But anyway, Raven, if you had to choose the Black Legion or the World Eaters to go to war, who will win in the battle? That depends on a lot of factors. I'd probably go with the World Eaters. By the way, Raven, whoever said your chibi sprites are AI was offended on your friend. I was offended on your friend's behalf. I won't pretend like I haven't used AI before. I have, and sometimes still do if they're like busy. But I try very hard to use Hannah and Jay's art where I can. Oh, you're very welcome, Raptor. You're very welcome. Always happy to help out. Big fan of your stuff. Big fan. Big fan. Glad to have you here. Anyway, oh, I need to fix... Aha! I adulterated. I'm crazy. I have it set to war. Didn't set that back. There we go. Okay. Fixed it. How many Hero Fests are left until it resets? And what was your favorite from this year? I don't know how many left. Well, I can check, actually. Hold on one second. Let me check. Let me pull up my... let me pull this up. I have a list. Okay, here we go. This is it. The current execution's graded. I keep tabs on their updates. So these were all updated in year 8. So Blackprior and Warmonger have not gotten one. Warlord, Highlander, and Varangian Guard have not gotten one. Nobushi has not gotten one. Aramusha has not gotten one. Nusha has not gotten one. Shaolin has not gotten one. Medjai and Afira have not gotten one. All of these are updated as of year 8. So with Gladiator's, I have not. Gladiator got theirs in season 2. So if we already have a new Hero Fest for Gladiator before any of these guys have. That's crazy. That's crazy, but Gladiator's about to get another. And no, this isn't updated. I haven't updated Gladiators yet, so. Whoa, $2 from Marcus Wolfman. So Noosh your mandate of heaven? Yeah! Why are Raptor Space Marines are called reasonable? Because they are. They are very reasonable. Would I consider dating Warmonger? Probably not. She scares me. I completely understand that feeling, man. It might be cool of you to get that art from your friend. By the way, I don't care if you remember, but I lost my car, and now as of Monday, got a new car. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you got a new car, man. That's excellent. That is excellent. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, Raven, every time I play For Honor and don't pick Warden, this guy with a skull helmet appears in the hallway looking at me menacingly, and I'm scared. Oh, have you been running into Ultor? Has Havoc been haunting you with Ultor? Don't worry about it, man. He won't hurt you much. Well, I say that. It won't hurt much because the death will be quick. Raven, how is the Wilds of Monster Hunter treating you? I enjoy it. I enjoy the game. It's very fun. I have some problems with it. There are some things I don't like about it, but overall, it's very fun. I've enjoyed it. I've already gotten through I've gotten to the credits. I've beaten the credits, you know. So I'm now in the second phase of the game. Morning, Nathan. How you doing, man? Would date Hatun if Nobushi or Nusha weren't interested? I mean, she is the stepmommy, you know. So Raven, after Journey to the West, what will you be reading next? Hopefully, by the time I finish Journey to the West, I'll be done editing the Tale of Tomiki Act 4, and once that happens, I'll be able to read that again. Honestly, don't like Ultor's look. Oh, a pox on you, a pox. No, it's good. Hey, Raven, meaning to ask you, like mythology do you like mythology as much as history? Yeah, I love mythology. I just don't know it as well. Raptor Rex with the 5 Canadians. A little something to say thank you as well. Oh, dude, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I don't often get donations from awesome YouTubers, but when I do, I always appreciate it. Dude, thank you so much. And think nothing of it. Anytime you want to like help or even collab or anything like that, just shoot me up. Hit me up in Discord, man. I got a Discord. Would love to chat with you more. And anytime you need something like that, let me know. Like it is not a problem at all. Glad to do it, man. Glad to do it. Haven't watched your stream in Monster Hunter Wilds, but I'm guessing Ruth is hunting monsters. I didn't make Ruth. I made Claire. Everyone asked me to make Claire, so I did. But yeah, thank you very much, Raptor. Appreciate it. Raptor's Canadian? Well, I think the CA stands for Canada. Canadian dollars. Nobu got a divorce attorney on speed dial, Raven. Is it like an anime harem where it's 2 girls fighting over the same guy? I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Good morning, Raven Siege. Love the name, by the way. Hey, Raven, if they gave Lawbringer a Space Marine skin, which Legion would you choose? Dark Angels! Unquestionably Dark Angels. It is not even up for debate. Dark Angels all day, every day. Ouch, Domini. Greetings, Raven of the Knights. What are your hopes for the Warrior's Den? I hope that this Warrior's Den has the reveal of a hero skin, the reveal about the new Brawl stuff that they're going to be adding, some new character updates. That's what I'm hoping. I think we'll get that. Raven Knight hopes for the... Oh, I already read that. Haha. Claire Ravencroft, if I recall. Yes. Thank Lark for the name. Hey, Raven, which For Honor character is your favorite character in the game so far? Mine is Kyoshin and Ocelot, and be good to get back from streaming. My favorite characters in the game are Warden, just for the style. Like, Warden is just so quintessential. He's just got the style and the gameplay. Nusha is just so much fun for me to play. I love playing Nusha. She's a lot of fun. I guess it would be easier to pick from each faction. Warden from the Knights. From the Vikings, it's a toss-up between Highlander and Jormungandr for me. Though they are both very fun. From the Samurai, gotta be either Nobushi or Sohei. I love those two. From the Wulin, I'm gonna go with Nusha. And from the Outlanders, right now it's Hatun. I'm loving Hatun. Oh dear, Raven's got a harem between Nobushi, Nusha, and Hatun. It's scary, man. Hello, Raven Knight. Which character would you like to see oiled up? Me, honestly, Shugoki. Which character would I like to see oiled up? I'm glad that y'all can't see what just went through my mind right now. I can't. I'm not gonna lay out. I'm not gonna lay out what I just thought about. Forgive me, my lord, for I am a sinner and a fool. Raven, how would you change Ward to make him less bash happy? Give him more, maybe give him a crush encounter from any side, kind of like what Highlander has. Maybe give him other options off of the parry rather than just a basher light. Are you going to play Ghost of Tsuyote when it comes out finally? Probably. Probably. Your mind is an odd place. No, you have no idea. Hey, Raven, what do you think of them focusing on Astria so soon after her fall? I thought we would focus on other members of the cast myself. They probably want to answer the question of what happened to her. What do you think female Zhang Jun would look like? Probably a total gilf. I don't know. Probably. That wasn't my first thought, but okay. Anyway, let's check the time. We got about 15 minutes, guys. We're getting close. You can zone off a parry too. Yeah, but I mean like options that would allow for more blade work. Unfortunately, I have to go study for a chemistry exam. See you. All right, see you, Tech. Raven, are you going to be reading the new Fulgrim book? I got to finish the book I'm on. I've got 3 books I've got to finish. I need to finish those books before I go grabbing another. Raven, do we know if Chimera will make a return this year? I don't know. Raven, your laugh is infectious. I've been told that either my laugh is evil or it's infectious, because I do have that evil laugh. I've got that evil villain laugh. Raven, have you noticed Fim Zhanhu walking animation? She walks with confidence. She does. April Fool's event is gender swapping all locked heroes. That'd be funny. If you were a Xeno in 40k, which would you be? I'm Eldari. If I was a Xeno, I'd kill myself because the Xenos deserve death. No, I don't know. Like, I don't really think about which Xenos I'd be. I guess Eldari, Dude, sometimes I wonder what For Honor is even about. Gooner game. I don't think it's a Gooner game, but I think there are Gooners who play it. Hey, everyone, what tips do you have for a Warlord player? Headbutt is your best friend. Crushing counters are your second best friend. And turtle up. Those are the best pieces of advice I can give. Hey, Raven, do you remember what armor Helena has? If not, that's okay. I don't remember off the top of my head. I need to check. I wonder what music they were going to use in this year. It'll be awesome. Raven, I enjoyed the second chapter of the Black Cobras. Yay! You read the chapter of the Black Cobras. I'm so glad. Awesome, man. At least you're not Drew Hari. True enough. You could really lean into the Dark Lord persona, be like, yeah, I could totally do that. But I find that my evil laugh comes out naturally. If I try too hard, it doesn't sound as evil. Raven Knight, what's your opinion, Pirate and Gladiator's new execution? I like Pirates. I haven't seen Gladiators yet. Nobushi or Nusha? I'll go Nobushi purely because I wouldn't date a stripper. If so, I wouldn't date a Nusha, and For Honor, that same principle. But Nusha's not a stripper. She's a dancer. They're different. Since everyone is asking questions, who's the hero you want to see have the most changes in the balance patch notes? The hero I want to see have the most changes. That's a good question. Well, I'd like to see Conqueror get a roll catcher. That's one thing I'd like to see. I'd like to see a nerf hit Varangian hard in the mouth. I'd like to see Hitakuri with another damage nerf, because I still think that they're too oppressive for what they have. I would also like to see Medjai get something different, because right now Medjai I think is the weakest of the Outlander heroes, and I think he needs some love. Shoot, it's hard for me to say because I'm not the best person to talk to in terms of balancing. I always defer to, well, folks like you or Havoc or Freeze for that kind of stuff. I'm the story guy. I don't know that stuff as well as I probably should. But those are the ones that I'd like to see. But good question, though. So, Raven, when in DBD going to continue to make a skin for Knight? DBD doesn't like me, I guarantee it. Raven Knight, did you know Raider has a secret Warhammer skin thanks to the last Halloween event mask mixed with Bullthorn? Nope, I did not know that. If I play For Honor when the new hero drops and I get shot by a French woman with a musket saying something in French, I'm just going to cry. I mean, you could cry, or you could consider it a win and you check that off your bucket list. I mean, I know we've all got that on our bucket list, like getting shot in the ass by a French woman. No? Just me? Fair enough. I'll just mark that one off the list. I don't know why I'm having such a good time today. I shouldn't. I got my job. My job got canceled yesterday. My teaching job got canceled yesterday, so I couldn't make money yesterday. So I shouldn't be happy, but I am happy. The new Glad execution is the most bullshit execution I've ever seen. Really? It's that bad? How much time do we have? 9 minutes? We got enough time. I'll take a look. See this new Glad execution. Hey, John's watching the stream too. Okay, I get. That's not it. That's that can't be it. Where's the new Gladiator execution? Let's try that. No one's made a new video about it. No one's made a video about it yet. So, until it comes out, I'll need to wait. I'll need to wait and see. Warmonger will kill you if you aren't strong enough to handle her. Hatsune will kill you if you aren't submissive enough for her. I think I'll pass on both and admire from afar. Mal, that's an intelligent decision. What do you say if there was a For Honor X Warhammer crossover? Call me! I will help you write it! I'll help with that. I mean, it would have to be me being shot by a French woman using a clockwork pistol specifically. Ah! Very well. Dating female Hito would be interesting. Interesting. That's a funny way to pronounce lethal. Hello, Barbarian. Havoc is on right now? He is? Oh, great! Where? Like, is he... Hold on. I didn't know he was going to be doing it. Oh, he is! He is! I'm so shocked. That's awesome. Let's drop in and say hi. I'll drop a... Well, we'll drop in and say hi. We just dropped in to say hi. Hope he's okay. I'll talk to him later. But yeah, well I'm glad that Havoc's on. That's good. I'm glad that he's on. Found the execution? Do you have a link? If you have a link, I'll take a look. All right, we got about 6 minutes. All right. Raven Knight was curious of the concepts you were working on for your new legends. Did you get any farther in fleshing them out? A few of them. Still working on them. What did I miss? Don't answer. It might know about the comments. You haven't missed much yet. We've just been having conversations. Raymond, it's going to be a Gladiator hero skin? I'm sure it will. That's my guess. Look it up. New Gladiator execution. I'll look it up one more time, but then after that, we're going to focus on the stream. All right, let's try it one more time. New Gladiator execution for honor. Let's try that. Is this it? I don't see it, man. No, I don't see it. Sorry. Raptor X is also streaming? Yeah, he said he would. I'm glad. I'm glad to have so many people streaming it right now. It means that I'm not going to get as many viewers, but that's fine. No, I'm good. It's all good. Hey, Raven, who would you marry, Hito or Valkyrie? Valkyrie, in a heartbeat. Valkyrie. Hey, Raven, I enjoyed your Warlord Heroes in History. Well, thank you, Jonathan. Raven, for Warden CC, which of the Meister How would you choose for his side CCs? I would choose Still How in particular. Perhaps. But anyway, we're getting close to time, so let's go ahead and switch to screen viewing. All right. Cool. I made a short video of the Glad execution. We'll send it to you, Raven. You can, but they'll probably show it in the stream, so not really necessary. I mean, if it's really as bad as y'all say, I'm sure I'll see it and give it a grade accordingly. Raven, if they did a crossover between Monster Hunter and For Honor, what do you think would be a great hunter? Maybe Highlander, since he's got a big weapon anyway. We're going to look up For Honor, Gladiator, Hero Fest. Okay. All right, this looks like it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Wait, what? Do that again? I mean... Okay. Well, alright. Yeah, that's going to lose points for lethality. That's going to definitely lose points for lethality. That's for sure. If you could have any Primarch as a parent, who would you choose? Lion. All right, we got 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. I'm excited. At least it's not buggy. Yeah, it's not buggy, but it's not lethal either. And it's not at all efficient. It's going to lose points for efficiency, lethality. Realism, it'll do fine. Cool factor, I need to think about that one. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, Quincy. Hey, Raven, female lawbringer? Yes. Getting a metal shield to the dome is not lethal. Not always. And he didn't even hit him in the face with his shield. He hit him in the shin with his shield and broke his shin, and then kicked him in the face. That's not necessarily lethal. I have been kicked in the face. I'm alive. He got hit in the shin! That's not deadly! Not gonna really see the point for lethal. It's a 1. Yeah, probably a 1. If I were being really generous, I'd give it a 2. All right. We are now waiting. Come on, Ubi. Gooby! I guess we're just waiting now. Let's try refreshing, see what happens. Nope, nothing. Okay. Guess we're just waiting. Whoa, Raptor's doing well on his stream. He's got 93 watchers already. He'll probably get more. I have 180. Yeah! We still haven't made our goal, but we'll get there. We'll get there. There is no Viking stuff this year. I should uninstall. No, you shouldn't uninstall. It's fine. Raven, how would you feel about a Ninja Gaiden cross and Ryu as Orochi? I'd be fine with it, I guess. Who wins, one Warden or 23 Wudwuds? One Warden. Wudwuds have no survival skills. You could use the metal boss of a shield to beat someone to death. You absolutely could. Not in one hit. Try to refresh it again. Okay. Let's refresh. Still nothing. Holy shit. Havoc has 266 viewers. He's already surpassed my goal. Oh, Havoc. You mad lad, you. Yeah, it's not coming up. It started on Twitch, but I don't know why it hasn't started here. That's weird. Do I need to switch to Twitch? Is there anyone specific that Ken says based on? No. I don't think so. Come on. What's the deal, Gooby? Let's try pulling back and going back into it. Nothing. Let's go to Twitch, I guess. I'm not a big fan of Twitch, but we can go there. All right. Yeah, it started. That is so weird that it has started here but not here. Ubisoft needs to be made aware of this. The music sounds sick though. Well, let's go ahead and watch it here, I guess. Actually, before we do, let's leave this so that it doesn't explode at us. And this. And this. I guess we're watching on Twitch, guys. I've never done this before, so don't blame me if anything goes wrong. And I love the name, Ascend. It's a good name. Music sounds very Arabic, very Middle Eastern. It sounds sick. The music is great. We got about 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Can we get to 200 viewers? Can we at least get to 200? I know I'm not as good as Havoc, but I do want to get to 200. 200 viewers. We're only 11 away, guys. Let's go. 11 away. 194, come on! You're just watching over to Twitch now? Oh, bye, Shotokan. I love that we're back down to 185. That made me sad. That made me really sad. There's some for you guys, I can't hear anything. I'm sorry, JJ, like, whoa! What is that? Oh, Glad with a drip! Oh, effing ads. Go away, ad. Nobody cares. Glad with the new hero skin. It looks so sick. Man, this has a very Arabian Nights feel to it. It's kind of crazy. How much you want to bet what's going on is that Astra has been captured by the Hatuns and is now being made to fight other prisoners? That'd be kind of sick. Oh, what's this? What's this? Oh, we're getting to watch the thing. Okay.
That was good, even great. Let's do it once more. Ah, as you can see, we've been rehearsing, preparing for what lies ahead. Much awaits us in the months to come. Now, walk with me and let us speak of it.
I love this trailer.
Year 9 promises.
I think it's a female Glad hero skin. I don't know. It looks male to me, but okay.
More into these theaters of war, with each season referencing a different game mode. Starting with the spectacle of Brawl, with a twist to amp up the excitement. Nice acting, Larry. Your art is to die for. Moving on to Duel. A display of precision and discipline that, while staying untouched this year, will be perfect for her. But I am getting ahead of myself. Breach, especially the commotion of the Siege's last stand, will then be featured, continuing to assure a steady income for our stone and woodworkers. Before closing the year with Dominion, Heathmore's flagship playground. That really isn't the only game mode around, you see.
You see.
We're tidying up the battlefield to welcome 2 new warriors to our ranks in Season 2 and Season 4. One hailing from beyond the sea, and the other, a Wu-Min.
Yeah!
Yes, your Reddit posts have made it to our eyes, and we've finally done it. Wu-Lin around the world, rejoice! Our finest tailors are also working on fresh hero skins. Past year's collections were quite fashionable, yes, but wait to see what Year 9 has in store. And that's not all. Our architects have their plates full, rearranging 2 maps for Dominion action. First, hey, you there! Shoo! It's not ready yet! Come back later! Instead, why don't you have a look at this splendid set of armor? Yes! Material customization.
Did they get the YouTube stream up yet? I don't know. We're just sticking to Twitch. We're just gonna stay on Twitch.
In one of your 9.
Because who knows? Maybe someone will. Maybe someone will. You know how For Honor likes to.
Testing grounds updates are on the table.
Oh wait, no. We
usual.
could maybe. We could maybe see how cool Twitch is. You never know. Like maybe we'll get some cool rewards for watching on Twitch.
Heathmore's theaters of war are ready for your performance. It is with great pleasure that I have this dopamine. Oh, looks like our first new hero has arrived. This is going to be one spectacular year in Heathmore.
All right. Cool. Dolly is one kidney sent away from turning into Nigel Thornberry. Smashing! Ho ho! That's just smashing it is. All right, lads. Let's get into the thick of it. Ascend, reveal, Warriors Den live stream. I had to do it like Dominic. Did I do it like Dominic? Yay! Ugh. Sorry, stretching. I gotta stretch. Ah.
What's up, Warriors?
Hey!
Welcome to the very first Warriors Den of year 9. Holy, I can't believe it. Join with me today. We got Nolan, we got Mr. JC. How you both doing?
Doing great.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah.
I want to say I do appreciate you lending me your hoodie.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I got the JC.
Clearly,
hoodie
we're
on.
the same size, right?
Yeah, you know, I got the JC drip on. You know.
Did JC just
Running the JC
tease
drip.
himself for his
That's
weight?
good.
Oh my god.
I think I have one. of those
JC's
too
a
at home,
G.
so
Yeah.
I'll wear that.
We all have one at home.
That's good.
No.
I want one.
But we
Give me
got-
one of those
we
hoodies.
got
JC, I'll
a
have
lot
your
of cool
hoodie.
stuff to get in today.
Yeah.
Nolan,
I
that's
want your
right.
hoodie,
Nolan,
JC.
that's,
Can that be like a thing,
Oh,
like
man,
a
that's
Twitch
right.
prize?
Hey,
You get
folks,
JC's hoodie.
Listen, it wouldn't be year 9 without Twitch drops. So you know what you got to do, all right? You got to go link your UB Connect account with your Twitch account. That way, every 30 minutes you're with us, you're going to get a scavenger crate. And at the end of this show, we're going to pick some lucky winners to win a grand prize of 100K steel or the new hero skin, which is going to be awesome. So sick looking.
Awesome.
Love it. Oh, man.
So yeah, JC, we just saw that awesome reveal trailer. Why don't we talk about that
Honestly,
a little
it's
bit?
one of the coolest trailers.
I like
Oh, I
it.
love it. Love it.
Amazing. Just to recap, because it went really fast, that little banner, but really we have a lot of stuff coming this year, right? So each season, first of all, is themed around a specific game mode. So we're starting with brawls for season 1, then we're going to do duels in season 2. We have Breach in season 3, and then Dominion in season 4. So really, we're trying to explore really where we're fighting, right? If you remember for last year, the focus was a lot on what are the tools that we use to fight with. And so like each season was like, really based around some of that stuff. For this year, it's really about where we're fighting.
Okay.
Which is super interesting. But on top of this, we have 2 new converted maps, right?
Yep.
For Dominion, that's really good. There might be a couple of surprises in there too. That's good. We have 2 new heroes. We have 6 hero skins. 6 hero skins.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're going to see one today. Looks awesome. We also have something that I think a lot of people have been wanting, right? Material customization by body part. So this is super cool. Makes Andrew cry at night.
Yeah, I know he's been asking forever for this one.
But it's
Love
It makes Andrew
I
cry
find
at night.
the player expression
Well,
is
I just want to see Andrew cry in general.
really
You know,
want.
like that's just
But
how
we
I
couldn't
live.
do this without also adding new loadout slots.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, you're gonna want to have customize your hero, do all these things. Only 3 slots is not enough.
I know.
And we could have gone to 4, 5, 6, no, we went all the way to 9. You get to customize to your heart's content.
Yeah.
Whatever
100
you want,
SEK
that's
from
awesome.
Reverend Norris. Really
We're
curious
also
about the
adding
first new
Rep
hero we are
90
going to
reward.
get. Sounds like a duel
We're
specialist.
raising the capture
The
of
question
90.
is,
We're
what
gonna
is the
give you a
inspiration
little
and
bit
lore?
more.
Keep
We
up
show
being
Reverend
awesome,
Norris
Raven.
90.
You got me in it for honor again.
Uh,
Thank you,
each
Reverend
faction
Norris,
is
for the
gonna get,
drop.
armor
Really
variations
appreciate
of
it.
the
Thank you,
years,
thank you
starting with
very,
9.
very much. Always
That's
appreciated,
good.
man.
And then we also have a new competitive circuit,
Let's go.
which is super cool. So it's the same format as Friend or Foe from
Pretty
last
similar,
year.
yeah.
Pretty similar.
Yeah.
So starting with 4v4.
Could I turn them up?
all the
One
way
second.
to duels.
Yeah.
It was pretty successful. Really, really cool. And then we're gonna get a lot more information about this on the next Warrior.
Yeah, there'll be more information. We'll
Stay
break down
tuned.
the circuit more in the
Come
next
back
one.
next time too.
Exactly.
Always keep watching this one.
Yeah, keep
Don't
watching.
shut it off
Yeah.
now. Then come back, in a month and a half, and we'll have more information.
Just don't turn Twitch off, all right?
Don't
just,
turn
just
it off.
tune
Yeah.
in when
Please.
Good, yeah.
Don't
Bring
make me
everybody
sad.
in. Log on to Twitch, all your computers, all
All
your
of them.
phones.
All of them. You don't want to miss a moment.
Exactly.
That's right.
But yeah, why don't we take a look at everything that will be going into in the show? So we, of course, we'll be going into the Season 1 details. That means, the lore, the hero skin. We got a battle pass, of course, the legacy pass. Looking at the armor variations as well. We'll be looking at our new time-limited game mode event. Of course, that'll be, with a free event pass as well. We've got some quality of life changes. We've got a testing ground segment, patch notes segment, and of course, community corner at the end, which is there's some really good stuff. I can't wait for you to see, honestly.
Oh, man.
There's some good stuff.
I love waiting for those.
Yeah. But we also have one more announcement.
Yeah. So before we dive into the trailer, right? There's a bit of news that we wanted to share. So it might not be the best news to get right now, but it's not a decision we made lightly. So starting March 13th, so next week, the price of all heroes in our first-party stores is going to go from $7.99 USD to $9.99 USD. So the price in Steel is going to stay the same, so you don't have to worry about that. And as well, the Gold Heroes pack and the Ultimate Heroes pack are going to be adjusted to $39.99 USD each. Cool. So, that's a bit of news there. We do have a lot of super cool stuff coming, right? We have new maps, new skins, new heroes, all the good thing. I think people are going to be excited about a lot of that stuff. That's great. But it was a bit of a message we had to pass. It's not necessarily the best news, but kind of has to happen.
Well, I kind of get it. I understand.
Well, cool. I want to thank you both for doing the intro with me. We've got an awesome show for you today, so why don't we check out that awesome new trailer?
Let's see the trailer.
Show 'em.
Let's see it. It is a female. Okay.
When you step into the arena, no longer are you prisoners. In here, in this time, you have an opportunity to rise anew. Champions will be made. But beware! Only two shall live.
2v2v2? What?
The crowd demands blood! Now! Fight for your life!
Oh my god. Oh my god! What is this music? What is this trailer?
Do you have what it takes?
Yes! Yes! That is so sick. That is so sick. Yo! 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 What even is this now? Bro! Dude, that was so tight. That was so tight. And the music sounds so fire. Can I just say that trailer music sounded so lit? I was about to pop off. I was like, holy crap.
All right, welcome back, Warriors.
Hey!
What an awesome trailer that was.
That was amazing.
Super excited to be able to jump into all the juicy details. As always, we've got Alex, Raph, Ian. How y'all doing?
20 SCK from
Yeah, really
Reverend
good.
again. This
Really
looks bloody
excited for the
awesome.
new
Yeah, I
year.
agree,
Yeah,
man.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited. Why don't we take a look at the seasonal roadmap first? So, in title update 1, we've got, of course, our new hero skin. We've got new battle pass and legacy pass. We've got a time-limited game mode event. We've got a free event pass, Khatun's Triumph, some armor variations. We've got 3 hero fests for Shaolin, Varangian Guard, and Aramusha. And we've got a TG. Pretty good. And in TU2, we'll have a new hero skin as well. 2 throwback events, and some more Hero Fests. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Good packed.
Yeah. And just as a quick mention, before we jump into everything, there won't be any unique free event passes in TU2 for year 9, so unique free event passes will only occur in TU1. So let's jump into it. So Raf, why don't you contextualize this for us?
All right, hit us with the lore, Raf.
We saw a lot there, but why don't we throw it back just a little bit?
Yeah.
Get everyone up to speed.
Just to, start the year 9
Yeah.
by remembering what happened before.
Of course.
You might remember that we ended year 8 with a bang, really. Kind of a big surprise. The Orcos army was betrayed, surrounded, decimated by Guljin and Khatuns. Even Astria, their leader, was captured along with some of her captains, with many of her soldiers, and they were brought somewhere for something to happen to serve some purpose.
Interesting.
Now, this striking victory has had a big effect all around Eathmore. Many communities have submitted to Guljin and her Hatuns, some out of conviction. They believe in this somewhat twisted peace, but still peace that is being offered, and the others, many, have submitted out of fear of what has happened and what could happen to them. This doesn't mean that fighting has died down in Eathmore. There are still many warriors still fighting, resisting. There are still many fortresses that are standing tall. But the power of Guljin and her Hatuns is expanding. The tendrils of their power is reaching ever further. And this is where we are here when the year 9 starts.
Hatuns in her supremacy era.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah. So Ian, where did they take Astria?
Okay. So Raf teased it. Now I'm here I'm here with the answers.
Slam dunk now.
As he said, Hatun's the new sheriff in town. So now
New shepherd.
New shepherd in town, even better. So now she's here to demonstrate her power. So she's making a big show of force. So everyone who's resisted her, everyone who's been taken prisoner, everyone she wants to make an example out of, they are thrown into this Colosseum-like arena, where we have these huge gladiatorial games that take place in this arena. So everybody's fighting. People are showing up, en masse to watch these fights. So they're cheering. There's favorites. It's a celebration-ish. It's a bloody celebration.
Yeah.
Let's say it's not very celebratory for everyone who's fighting in the arena, but it's really to show what happens when you resist to the Hatuns. And so now this has been going on for a bit of a while, but now Hatun's throwing a new wrench in these proceedings, like a new twist on the game. So now she's forcing everybody to fight in pairs. So now, whoever you're paired up with, that's who you gotta fight beside. If you have differences or issues, you gotta kind of make peace with that and learn to trust your right or left hand person to fight and hopefully survive and win.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Got to find new ways to entertain the crowd.
Exactly. I mean, a 2v2v2 event is like super. Like I can't wait for honestly everyone to be able to try
Really
that.
happy because no one guessed that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
guessed a lot of things, but not that one.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We actually have another segment later on with Will. Shout out Will. It's going to be basically just going over the game mode as a whole, and you'll be able to dive into more of the details a bit later on. But I want to jump over to you, Alex, to talk about a bit more of this season's fashion. We got gladiatorial combat.
No, I love this
what
so
have you
far.
been cooking?
Good lore.
Well,
I like
that's
this.
the theme
I like
for
this
the Battle
direction.
Pass is this idea of paired gladiatorial combat and the arena itself. So anything that is iconic to the idea of needing to trust someone that you're working with in order to overcome the odds.
These look so
Yes, we have
I
these
love the
iconic
mask
lion
outfit.
and
Lionheart
bull
and Obliterator.
masks
Oh,
with our,
dude, those
mood
look so
effects
good.
in Battle Pass.
Famous
Oh,
adversary.
I
Yes.
love
See
these
the
looks.
idea of pairs.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear you.
I love this execution. This is like.
Oh my god!
Yeah, of course. Everything is going with the idea.
What
of
an
being-
execution. That is a
you are
glad
here to
execution if I've
entertain
ever
the
seen
crowd.
it.
You're not only killing, you have to kill in style.
Winning
Right.
duo. Yeah! Yeah! What a pair to vote! I love it! That's so awesome! Look at
Take a
that!
look. This is a cool emote as well. But yeah, these weapons are awesome.
Weapons have.
Oh,
the
look at the
decorative
sword
lines of
there.
The arena and
So
the blood
pretty.
on the sand. True.
What a design! Oh,
Blood and Glory, I guess.
oh, that looks good. That looks really
These
good.
look amazing.
These look so fire. Oh
Kinda
my
looks like there's,
gosh.
like blood dripping down it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. That's super cool. Raph, I want to jump over to you to talk more about Queen Calliope. Can you tell us more?
Yes, so
Queen
Queen
what?
Calliope is our new skin, our new
Queen
Gladiator
Calliope?
skin.
I would've said
She
Calliope,
is named
but-
after the Greek goddess of epic and heroic poetry, and she's all about performing on this bloodiest of stages, the arena. So she's a queen. She was a queen before. She was a queen of a clan of riders that resisted Gul'jin ascension. They were smashed, as pretty much everyone else until now.
Gul'jin smash.
And after the defeat, Calliope got captured and was thrown into the arena, just like Astria and others, to serve as an example and to die in an entertaining manner, let's say.
Interesting.
The issue is that she has refused to do so until now. She has, she's refused to roll over and die entertainingly. She has instead decided to turn this into an opportunity in a way. She has turned her chains into a crown. She has turned this blood-stained arena and stage into a springboard into becoming another sort of queen, queen of the arena, beloved by the crowd. And this is
Yeah, celebrity.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the idea of the gladiator. You know, you enter as this one person fighting, but you can get out, having won and becoming so much more, having ascended, transcended into something else.
Well, we don't have Russell Crowe, but we have. Gladiator.
Well, yes, you do. This is a bit of an issue for Gul'jin. She was supposed to die, entertainingly, yes, but she was supposed to die, and she hasn't died. So Gul'jin has decided, well, this is the thorn in my side. Now I have to do something for her to die. So let's bring in this 2v2v2 new idea. It will be cool for the crowd, and she will finally die, and everybody will be happy.
Everyone will win.
Yay!
Everybody except people who die, I guess.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Honor and glory.
That's on them.
Get good and
That's
you'll-
it. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But Alex, you want to tell us more about like kind of her armor and stuff because it looks super nice.
Yeah, so
Look
she is
at that
fully armored,
armor. Okay.
which is pretty remarkable for a gladiator. All of this stuff has been hard won in battle. You can tell that she's the crowd favorite. She's covered in these decorative laurels. There's embellishments everywhere. She has a long horse mane coming from her helmet. It's glorious.
It's really nice. So many fine details on it. It looks. I love the dagger in the back. It's super
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, lasso.
This looks so,
So
tight.
nice.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting this.
The mix of
I'm so
the
getting this.
rider, so maybe her origin and what she has become. So this famous and glorious fighter in the arena. So you have all of these different elements that are being represented visually into this. We wanted to tell her story, but also tell the continuation of the story.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and there's players will be able to learn more about Calliope in the short story,
Yeah.
Queen of the Arena, which will be available very soon.
Yeah.
Get your mitts on it and dive into the lore a little bit more.
Yeah.
Character.
Ian cannot say that because he's the one writing the short stories, but this one is especially good. So read it. It is really good.
I appreciate it.
And I will be responding to it as I always
did you
do.
want to talk more about the short story itself?
Well, not the short story itself, but what we can say about the relationship between Calliope and Astria. A spoiler alert: now they've been paired up. The idea, as Raph mentioned it, Calliope is at the top, but Astria is at the bottom, and these two are people that Gul'jin wants to put in their place, and their place is in the ground. So she wants to, this is the biggest lesson that she can communicate. So it's like killing two birds with one stone, essentially. But they have very different personalities, and they know that they know they have a target on their back, essentially. So they really have to find common ground, or common sand, I should say, since this is the arena. But yeah, they really got to learn to trust each other. They need to learn to fight as one or as two, essentially.
Yeah.
Will they win? Will they survive? Will they get out? I don't know.
Will they get out? I doubt it. But hey, you know, I find it really poetic that Astria is put into the arena. I mean, gladiatorial fights. It is pretty much it encapsulates her philosophy.
Yeah.
The strong gets better and gets more everything out of killing the weak. So it's, you know, the wolf feeding off the sheep. So she's put into this place that is or paradise in a way. Well, live in your paradise now.
Really being put to the test.
Yes.
Yeah. That's well, thank you for breaking all that down. Why don't we also take a look at some of the in-game realization?
All right.
So we have the face-off screen here. You could see it was really quick, but Goljin was kind of like towering over. It was really
Of course,
awesome.
presiding over the games.
That's it. Yeah.
And you have something in the back. What is that?
It's like a wolf.
A caged wolf. What's the symbol of this?
Powerful imagery right there. Yeah.
This is where the menu landing page. Really awesome. And we've got
Oh
some
wow! Look at the
minions.
minions.
Awesome looking mask. Really nice. And of course, our world map. But yeah, moving on. We also have some legacy passes that are back in year 9, starting with year 5, season 1, Asunder. So Max, go ahead and roll all the stuff. So yeah. So this is inspired by the Carnival of Horkos. So a lot of these items were meant to feel creepy, and I think a big theme at the time was trickery. That's the way Yuri put it.
Distraction.
That's it. Yeah.
Those court jesters.
Yeah, and something that's cool about those hats is that if you have like an emote or an execution that you're moving a lot, the hat will be dancing around with you at the same time. It's really nice.
It was also a time of power for Orcos, and now, you know, there's some kind of, hey, you're there is some kind of poetry into that. Yeah.
Nice. And this very creepy puppeteer execution. Yeah.
There's also imagery there about ruling over
Damn.
people, right?
But yeah, a lot of it was just like chaotic themes and just like really like outlandish stuff. And these weapons were described as somewhat seductive, and I think distracting was more the way about it. Really intended to like distract the enemy, basically.
100 more
divert the
SEK.
attention away from you.
So
have your
Calliope and
opportunity
Astria are going to be
Control
double dual muscle
distraction. That's
mommies. Yes, give me powerful dominant warrior
You
women
can see
who
that
get to
some of it,
cooperate.
it
Find
is
common ground as a
retrofitted
story
too,
against an
so
evil
some
queen
heroes were
any
not
day of the
out
week.
at that time,
Yeah,
but
this
now
is pretty
you can
clever.
get
I'll talk more about it near the end.
everything for them too.
Exactly. That's not all. We also have some armor variations to check out.
Yes, this season we're going to have them for the Knight faction.
Ooh, super nice. And why don't we take a look at the customization video, Max?
Okay.
This is super cool.
Wow.
I like this a lot. See all the different.
Yeah, and
Color palettes.
will be great with the additional customization.
Yeah. I like. Wait for it. Yeah. I like that color combination.
That looks really
Very
good.
festive, honestly. But
I dig
yeah,
it.
that's pretty much it. Thank you all for coming on and breaking all that down. But folks, stick around. We're going to be looking at the new time limited game mode next. But first, we're going to be looking at the seasonal trailer. So, see you.
Seasonal
See you.
trailer. Let's go.
No longer are you prisoners! The crowd demands blood now! Fight for your life!
All right, so let's hear about this new game mode. Is it too loud? I'm turning down a bit. Sorry about that. Everyone was telling me it was too quiet a minute ago, so I was trying to help out. Didn't mean to make it too loud for you. Wait, we hit 250 viewers! Woo! We did it! We made it to my goal, and it's 255 now! I'm so happy! We did it, guys! We did it! We made it to 255! Yay!
All right, welcome back,
All right, I'll turn it up again.
Warriors. We are here to talk about the new game mode event, 2v2v2, Bound by Blood. And joining me on the couch to help discuss this today, it's our Lord and Savior, JC is back. Woo, thanks for coming back, JC.
I'm back. I was in the back looking at chat there.
Yeah.
I think somebody likes me because there's a bunch of emotes of me in there.
There are, I saw that.
Which I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's great.
Keep them coming.
I know, man. Like, first we get some fan art this week. Now you got some Giphy emotes.
We got the best fan art.
We did get some
That was
really,
amazing.
like, that was good. Whoever did that, like, good stuff. All right. Also joining me on the couch today, Will. Welcome back to the Warriors Den.
Hi, Will.
Hello, Nolan. You doing good?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah, super good. I mean, release of your 9. Of course, I'm doing
Yeah,
great.
yeah, you're here for the start of it, so that's great. So we're happy to have you here.
Absolutely.
Awesome stuff. All right. Well, so folks, I know you're ready to get all the details on this, so let's dive right into it. JC, what can you tell us about the new mode 2v2v2?
Yeah.
What do you got?
So, well, remember last year last year was standing, it was 1v1v1.
That's right. That's right.
Players loved it. And we're like, okay, cool. So how can we amp it up a little bit this year, right? And so
+1 on everything.
+1 on everything.
There you go.
I saw somebody say you liked your 1v1v1, so we put a 1v1v1. So that's kind of like, that's not the idea, but that's what it is, right? So basically, we want to really take what we had for our last year was standing and see how, like I said, how can we push this a bit further? How can we make this more interesting? Well, what can we do to kind of like amp it up? And this is what we have, right? So it's super interesting. It's really different. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but really it's, you go in, you can go with a friend, you can go alone, jump in, beat people, super awesome. I find, personally, I like this more than the event we had last year. Partially because when we play, when we're back in the office and we're playing and do these things, and Andrew's in the room, Andrew used to love to hide in a corner.
Yeah.
In last year, I was standing. It was like kind of, in this one, it's much harder. So I remember this was a lot of feedback that we got from last year was standing, where we had, well, like, it's not a 1v1, then another 1v1 or whatever. It's like it's supposed to be a big group fight. Because there's way more people here, it's a lot more difficult to hide. And people tend to have like a bit more, it's a bit more dynamic in how it happens. So it's super interesting. I can't wait.
Nice.
And it's also matchmaking only, like we had in last year was standing. So this way you can queue up with a friend, right? So you and me, or you and me, we can group up together.
Will and me, or just really,
you in it, yeah, or, yeah, I don't know. But you can queue together and be a part as a group in it. It's also super interesting. Gives us that bit more group play dynamic there. You can also solo queue if you want to, but super interesting. So I can't wait for people to play it.
That's awesome. I also love that you worked in another, like, Andrew, comment in the thing. Is this Beetlejuice rules? If we get him in one more segment, does he have to show up next
Yeah,
time?
but I don't think it's going to happen, sadly. So
We'll see. Okay, no guarantees, no guarantees. So that's awesome. Sounds like a ton of fun. I'm glad we can do that even as friends. We can buddy up and go into the arena together. But Will, how about, can you tell us a bit about what is going to make this mode so special? Like, how has it evolved since 1v1v1 last year? Like, what do we got?
Yeah, so basically, as Jesse just mentioned, this is really an evolution of the 1v1v1 that we get last year. So here, everything is more intense. You get more chaos, more fights. Everyone is rushing into you. You get many more turnarounds with some gameplay mechanics, so that's super cool. And we wanted to focus really on the fantasy of the chaotic gladiator arena, and so I really feel like we get it there. So, for example, our gameplay mechanic that we get in the game really thrive in this game mode. Like, as Jesse mentioned, Andrew cannot flee the fights anymore. Right. So there's always someone that's gonna.
The
rush
map
into
size
you.
is like a lot more restricted.
Exactly.
For a lot of players, normally like this would be the size of a brawl map potentially, right? But there's 2 extra people in it, so it makes it like it's all more cramped quarters in there. It's super cool.
Absolutely, and so that creates a lot of chaos. And to manage it a bit, we added the radar that we have in Dominion, just to manage a bit this chaos. And now, because you have an ally, you're gonna take a friend. Now you have many more turnarounds possible, because you're gonna be able to let them fight at some point. If there's not that many people left in the arena, you can let them fight. Try to get a revive on your line and turn the combat in your favor. So that there's a lot of turning points that we can create.
Getting revives is out. Like again, we've been testing this for a little bit there, but getting revives is super hype, and it's one of the reasons why I was saying it's
what is this?
To kind of hide in the back, because if one of your teammates is dead, like the other ones are gonna want to kill you right away, because if they just forget about you, you go, oh, you know, they're gonna go back, they're gonna revive, and then oops, you're in trouble. So there's a lot of like Will is saying, there's a lot of ways to turn the fights around. It's a lot more dynamic, super cool. There's a lot of like little Easter eggs that we have in there. I want people to try it out, try to figure out what's going on. But it's honestly, I
Havoc
think
and Raven for Honor Friday
an
stream.
Extremely interesting.
I'll
game
talk
mode.
to Havoc about it. I'd love to
Super
play this with
dynamic,
him, but I don't
super
know. I might
chaotic.
not be. I might
There's
not
a lot of
be
things
top
that can
tier enough
happen,
for it.
and we worked really hard on even just how it looks, right? The arena, getting the feel of the arena, like Raph and Ian and stuff were talking about earlier, and like with Alex as well. It's just everything kind of came together to build this amazing game mode that I'm sure people are gonna love. Queue into it, go play it, play it as much as you can. This is great, and really just have fun.
Nice. Well, that sounds amazing. Looks like a ton of fun. Well, I mean, I know it's a ton of fun. So I can't wait to play it live with all of you fine warriors out there. And in fact, we'll be able to do so starting next week, because the Game Mode event will be live from March 13th to April 3rd with the launch of the season. And we also have a free event pass that's going to be available during that time, the Hatoon's Triumph. So in this event pass, we're going to show you some of the content here, but we have a battle outfit, the Ad Bestias. We also have a mood effect from the Outlands. I was going a little fast there, so there you go. The Outlanders have their mood effect now on the ground.
Yay.
And a new ornament, the Moritori Te Salutant. I'm pretty sure I said that right, so we're going to go
Your
with
Latin's not bad.
It's
It was perfect, Nolan. I trust you.
Is it? I appreciate you trusting me on that. All right, so very cool. So there's that to look forward to. We're really excited about that. Any final words on 2v2v2?
Want to see what anything to say?
I mean, it was super cool and super fun to create it, the game mode. We got a lot of fun playing the game in PlayStation.
You shouldn't worry about how good you are. Just have fun.
Super cool,
well,
just
people
can't
are saying
wait
that I
to
should
play
team up with
it.
Havoc. I don't know if Havoc wants to
usually
team up with me.
It's a good sign when
I'd love to team up with
we
him. I
always
don't know
have
if he
play
wants to team
sessions,
up
right?
with
And
me.
when we're trying stuff out with the team, it's a good sign when people don't want to stop playing, and it's a good sign where there's cheering, there's screaming, shouting, everything.
Oh no. No. Come on. Don't do this to me. Did we just lose it?
Put them out there, folks. So bring your
Okay,
friends.
I don't know what
Test
happened there.
Cow.
That was very
We're coming
weird.
for you guys.
That was
soon,
very
too,
weird.
So don't worry about that. All right, so folks, stick around for our next segment. We're going to go over some upcoming quality of life changes that are going to be really cool to see. And in the meantime, please enjoy this video of the full Battle Pass weapons gallery. So it's a lot of really cool weapons coming up. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, let's take a look at these weapons. All right, love the Warden one. Peacekeeper. Okay, all these Knight ones look tight. I think it'd be easier for me to point at the ones I don't like. The Gladiator one looks awesome. Whoa, Black Priors look sick. Oh my gosh. These are so good. These Knight weapons are so good. But what are the others going to get? How are you going to balance this out? How are you going to balance this out, bro? Oh, wow. Oh, dude. Look at this. I'm going to turn down the volume just a little bit. Oh, my gosh. Bro, the Vikings cooked. All of these look great. Okay, I'm sold on the Vikings. What about the Samurai? Okay. Okay. Not quite as good, but I'm still enjoying it. Ah, Hitos looks nice. Got kind of a demon warrior thing. Okay. Looks kind of cool. All right, not bad. Not bad. All right, what about the Wulin? What you got for us, Wulin? Okay, okay. Very nice. All right, I like these. I like these. The Knights and the Vikings really cooked this time. No offense, but they just really did excellent, so sorry. Not that these are bad, but the Vikings and Knights blew my mind. Now for the Outlanders. Pirates looks good. Wow, Medjai looks great. Way to cook, Medjai. Afira looks nice. Okay. Ocelot. Okay, looks good. And then our new one. Nice, not bad. Dude, these all look really good. I think the Vikings and the Knights, though, were the ones who cooked the most this time around. I really think they cooked the most. Quality of life changes! Alright, I want to hear about the quality of life changes. I want to hear about these. Shame there's no male version. It's really neat. I don't know. I like it. I think it looks really good. There were female gladiators too. I think this is good. Yeah, I know Ubizarala will not look at the chat, but for a quality of life change of the game, can they make thrilling comeback universal
Welcome
mechanic?
back, Warriors. We are here at the Quality of Life Changes segment. Join with me our MC, Catherine. How you both doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having us.
Her name is MC?
Quality of Life Changes.
We do too.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
What a name, MC. Like, come here, MC. Let's have a conversation.
So
I guess she has MC syndrome.
We have completely overhauled the multiplayer menu section. So this is now the one-stop shop for all your PvP needs, with main categories being events, where you'll have like Bound by Blood, of course. There will be the team category for every game mode that you have a partner. So Brawl is in there with Dominion and Breach and Deathmatch.
Nice.
And then we have Duel for all your duel needs. So a category if you want to play alone. And finally, if there is a training ground, which there is very often, training ground will also have its own category where you'll find all these changes that you need to test to make GC happy.
Yay!
And of course, we've moved custom match into this menu. So if you want to play, whether it's private or matchmaking, you go there. And then we've also improved the activity selection. So this is where you go pick your game mode. There's more information that's clearer. And then with we also improved the parameter screen. Before you would go like to the activity section screen and you would change PvP to PvI, and then you would have to go in parameters to change the matchmaking and all that. Now it's all in one screen. One screen.
Nice.
You change your PvP, you change your matchmaking, you can set your preferred game mode for skirmish or elimination. And we've also kept the information of the modifiers on the maps, but we've also, when you matchmake, there was like stats for your game mode, and you couldn't see them anywhere else. They're in the parameter screen now.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And all of these changes are not just because we felt like it. This is really to improve
No, we're not losing the map, guys. We didn't lose the map. They're just showing us a different way to get to the information.
There were some technical requirements for us to have a snap here faster menu. That's all back-end stuff. But for you players, that means that this menu is opens quick.
Nice.
It's just an overlay that opens as soon as you click on it.
Nice.
And also, before you're like, oh, the map's gone, Faction War is still there, people. Same shortcut. You'll have notifications on the multiplayer level, like with the widget and the legend. You'll have notifications to say if there's an update, if you have rewards to go get. And you won't get assaulted by pop-ups as soon as you open the multiplayer section, is what I want to say. And this is the gist of the changes. Much easier menu. The look and feel is unified with like other sections like custom match. So it's really easy to navigate.
It's much more streamlined, all of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And opens quicker. And also, like, the front used to move according to Faction War. Now Dominion will be in the same spot.
Okay.
Forever. You'll know how to find Dominion, I promise. And
They're just
all
making
these
it easier
changes
for us to get to
enabled
game
us
modes
do
and to organize
other
them.
extra side improvements
Okay.
that you will notice everywhere. For example, by reorganizing a lot of the multiplayer section, it freed up some space on the landing page, where you will find the brand new Quick Match button.
Quick
So
Matt. Cool.
this button will send you to your last played permanent game mode. You play Duel, it'll send you into Duel. You play Dominion, it'll send you into Dominion. If we have a special game mode like Bound by Blood, it will still have its own quick match up top, but this new quick match option will be there permanently to launch yourself, to yeet yourself into matchmaking
Nice.
as soon as you can. You
like
open the
that.
game, you can yeet yourself.
Nice.
And another improvement is orders. Now, when you're in the multiplayer section, you'll notice that 2 triggers will open your 2 menus, Faction War and Orders. So we moved Orders to the other trigger button, left trigger for Xbox, L2 for PlayStation. If you're on PC, Y. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so these are quick to access. Engage with the Faction War, equip your orders, folks. That's how you get steel.
Nice.
That's how you get extra XP. Scavenger's great. It's very important. Yes. And finally, because we were looking at the Faction War, we noticed how the out-of-date our tutorial video was. So this is for the first time players that come to this section. We have a brand new tutorial screen, much easier and quicker to read, to engage with. Depending on which faction you chose, the art changes a bit. This is more like a small detail, but when we make these kinds of changes, we make them with a lot of intention, and we look at everything. And if there's extra stuff that we can do to make it even better for players, we try to do that.
Nice. And those animations, that's you're actually doing that stuff.
I animated this in Engine, yes.
Nice. Super awesome.
Nice.
Well, thank you for breaking all that down. We also have some improvements that we mentioned earlier, but it has to do with the customization. And C, do you want to talk more about it?
Indeed, because that's not all. We're just piling and piling and piling down on our
over.
quality of life improvement. So the first one, and I've seen a bunch of comments already about that, we added more loadouts.
Let's
What?
go.
So we went from 3 to 9 loadouts.
Wow.
So loadouts 2 and 3 still unlock at rep 1. And then additional loadouts unlock every time you rep up, which means at rep 7, you have 9 loadouts.
Wow.
So many loadouts to put so many
You've got to
factions.
rep up to get
So
your
if you-
loadouts.
you'll have-
Clever.
You'll have 9 loadouts left.
Encourages you to play the damn character.
8, you'll have all of them.
Nice.
Another improvement we've made is that we can now override the applied material per body part. So as you can see, we can now create a rainbow.
Oh.
And so the base material applies everywhere and override isn't specified. So this actually replaces the usage feature. The usage feature would let you apply the selected material or not on the body part. So now each body part can have its own material independently.
This is
So as
really,
you can
really
see, again, we're making Andrew happy. It's the third time I know he's not appearing. I'm sorry.
Andrew!
And last but not least, the equip for all option. So for mood effects. So quick question, and it's not rehearsed at all. Do you know how many buttons were needed to be pressed to equip the same mood effects on all slots?
10?
Okay, Catherine?
I'm going to say 12.
I'm going to go with 25.
That is way too much.
What? So this quality of life improvement now makes you have a mood effects unlocked for more than one category. So amongst idle, execution, and emote. And you can now equip all available slots with one single button. So from 25 manipulation to 1, we're changing stuff here.
There's a math joke to be had here, but I'm not quite with it.
Yeah,
so.
we're not.
I do art. You can't expect math.
That's it. I don't manage math. I manage
I do
art.
English and history. Hi.
That's super cool changes.
Yes.
But we also have some more quality of life improvements that we want to go over.
Yes, so some smaller improvements that we've added. When you have network performance issue, we would show icons in the corner. But what do they mean? Now you know.
Okay.
We added a legend in the interactive scoreboard. So this is the scoreboard you can open quickly with one of the buttons on your controller.
Very nice.
So, and of course, we've added a numerical cooldown to your feats.
Okay.
So if you spam feet
Oh,
forward,
now
and
you
pop it
can
too
see
early,
the
now you will
number
see
on the
exactly
feet.
how long you
That's
can-
that's nice.
again.
I
Yes.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So those are the 2 improvements we've added to the in-game hub.
Very cool. And something else that we're adding is smart mode. So this is really going to be building off of eco mode, which we implemented last year. So essentially, this will be on by default in the next title update. So what smart mode is essentially is it's only active in the menus. Basically, if you are AFK for a certain amount of time, all your graphics will be turned down to low. And then as soon as you come back, the graphics will return to exactly what you initially set them to as. So if you're boosted all the way up to max settings, they'll return to that.
Us.
But thank you both so much. Do you wanna give any shout outs or?
We actually do want to give a big shout out. Catherine are the representative today for the UI team, but we're not the only one. And so we wanted to give a shout out to our wonderful team that you see on the screen. My partner Pascal, Marie-Ève, who's our amazing UI artist, Michel and John, our amazing programmer. And we wouldn't be anything without quality control. Yeah. So Andre and Dara. So thank you a lot. Thanks to the amazing team.
Let's all give them a round of applause, folks.
Thank you both so much
Thanks for having us.
Awesome.
Piling quality of life improvements.
Keep
Extremely
coming
happy.
back. Keep coming back.
I love these
but yeah,
improvements.
folks, stick around. We've got Testing Ground segment up next with Mr. Nolan and Mr. JC. But before that, we're going to be looking at the full Knight's armor variations gallery. So
Knight's armor variations. All right, let's see the new Knight's armor. All right, let's see. Okay, Warden looks fine. Peacekeeper, no, show your face. Centurion, it's fine. Gladiator, yeah, your helmet looks funny, bro. Hey, a new Blackbriar bucket helm. Gotta love that bucket helm. Wait, where are the rest? That's it? Oh, here they are. Griffin looks tight. That's a good look for Griffin. I like it. Warmonger. Okay, looks pretty good. Lawbringer. Oh, baby. That is a good look for Law Daddy. I like it. Wow, Conk actually looks pretty good. I kind of like Conk. That doesn't look bad at all. That doesn't look bad at all. Okay. Oh, that's it? We're only doing the Knights? Are they only doing one faction a season now? Well, the Outlanders are F. That's a bit disappointing. Well, I won't lie, that's a little disappointing that we're only getting the Knights. I thought we'd get the Knights and the Vikings, but I guess they put so much into the season that they had to go slow. The Vikings need more armor variation. They need nothing and like it. The Vikings need nothing and can like it. Yeah, I know that there's going to be people upset that the Knights were the only ones to get armor changes. I guess, I mean, you got to recognize that For Honor isn't the most popular Ubisoft game out there. So they probably don't have as much funding or time or resources. So they probably have to decide what's
once
the highest
again,
priority.
and I'm joined on the couch with JC again.
All right, let's hear the testing
How
grounds.
you doing?
I'm ecstatic.
You're ecstatic?
Just because when I'm sitting in the back and I'm looking at Twitch chat and
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun.
We love the Twitch chat. It's great.
Makes me happy.
Yes, everybody getting their crates.
Some people were mad that I was talking about memes and stuff with me, but I love those memes. I love those emotes, man. I love that stuff. It's all good.
It's all good. It's all
good.
It's
all good.
It's all love here, folks.
all good.
Yeah. I like it. But we are here to talk about testing grounds.
Yes.
Testing ground.
For Year 9, Season 1.
Yes.
So got a pretty spicy one today.
What are we doing?
So just first things first. There's two things I want to bring up, right?
Sure.
First, well, we've spoken about it, I think, the last time.
Yeah.
But the Peacekeeper testing grounds that we did for Year 8, Season 4 will not be coming in this season. We've gotten a lot of feedback. Some of it positive, some of it negative. We've decided to go back to a little bit to the drawing board, specifically with Tier 3. Numbers were like not necessarily the right numbers for other feats as well, but the Tier 3 feat, like we got the data basically on side dodges. It was like way too strong on front dodges. It was a really interesting thing. So we might be exploring that a little bit later. But for now, Peacekeeper is not going to be happening in this patch. It's okay. That's why we have testing grounds. That's the important part of it. Mm-hmm. The other thing I want to talk about is something I've been noticing quite a bit, and honestly, it's my fault. We haven't spoken about it, but the anti-gang testing ground that we did last year.
Yeah.
Right. You remember it quite well. We did not forget about it, as you well know. It's
I track it every.
And it's not something. It's something that is still in our plans. It's still something we want to go. It's just that, to be completely transparent and honest and open to our players, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It's complicated. We have to go through the data. We have to do a lot of stuff. And so it's taking longer than we would have liked. But it still happens. It's still going to be happening. It's going to be shipping at some point.
Okay.
Just not today, clearly. But it is coming. I just want to reassure people it is coming. We're working on it. It's just that sometimes it can take a bit more time than we want to be able to reintegrate and push the data, especially when it's something that big. Makes a big difference there.
That's right, yeah.
So that's I wanted to make sure everybody knew we didn't forget about it. I've been seeing a lot of comments, and it's still something we're working on, so no worries there. So then we can talk about the testing grounds for today.
Yes.
So today we're looking at Berserker feats, right? So again, the last two testing grounds that we've done were based on, we had Warden feats and then Peacekeeper feats. Now we're doing only Berserker feats this time.
Okay.
The next testing ground that we're going to be having next season will not be on feats. It won't be on a single hero. It's a bigger change that we're trying. And this is the last time for a little bit that we're going to be trying feats for a single hero, right? We've noticed like a little bit of a dip in attendance. It's okay. But please go test them. Get us the information.
Yeah.
We're really trying to push where that's going to go. Well, for Berserker, I'm actually super excited because we did something really, really unique and different for Berserker, right?
Okay.
So we really wanted to focus on the hero's identity. And his identity is really like trading hits with opponents, right? You're a Berserker, you're unstoppable, you still want to hit, he has plenty of armor, all that stuff kind of works well. But then the feats that he has are not necessarily super synergistic with his kit. So this is what we're trying to push towards.
Okay.
So, first feat is Swift Axe Throw. So that used to be his third feat. We put it the first slot, lower damage a little bit. But there's an extra little thing that's kind of interesting here, and you can see it on the line there. Whereas when you take damage at any point, even if it's something that you trade, you take damage to your armor or whatever, it reduces the cooldown of the feat by 5 seconds.
Are you for
real? And the total
real?
cooldown is 60 seconds. So, again, it kind of fits with the theme of I can get hit and I get benefits from taking damage. Yeah, you need to heal. You're going to die eventually.
Oh, my gosh.
But the end is the end result is that, like, with this, trading gives you access to a ranged feat. It's 15 damage, so it's not like an insane amount of damage, but it's still useful.
I was about to go along with this until you said that. He gets a D.
And
he
this
gets
is replacing
extra...
Storming Trap.
Oh my
which was not like
lord!
the most exciting feat there, so that's kind of good. But it's for a tier 1. So our tier 2 feat is Blooming Rage. So again, brand new feat. Now it's whenever you get hit by a non-minion opponent. Really, really important. Like if you go into the minion lane, this is going to trigger. It increases your attack damage and your movement speed by 20% for 5 seconds.
Are you for
it does
what?
not refresh on hit, and it replaces your Executioner's Respite. So basically, the idea here is, again, you can see the synergy, right? You take damage. This means you're gonna deal. Extra
Berserker's
damage, you're gonna
already
fast.
a
So
pain in
depending
the
on what
ass.
kind of
This is going to
situation
turn him into a
you're not out of a
nightmare.
fight, go to heal, go do something, and you'll get there easier. You can chase after somebody who do that really well, or you can stay in and just keep wailing and keep hitting people. On top of this, you got your tier 1 feat that's going to refresh a little bit faster every time you take damage. So again, like we have this synergy here that kind of works really well with these two feats where it's all about taking damage and trading, right? It's different, but it's super interesting there.
Nice.
Our tier 3 feat now is Unwavering Fury. So it replaces Fury. It's really different from Fury. But basically, this gives you infinite stamina and then makes all of your attacks enhanced for 30 seconds.
30 seconds of
cooldown.
infinite
So
stamina.
this is going to be up
with
really,
a 60-second cooldown.
Basically, as you know,
No,
we nerfed,
bro,
Berserker a while back.
bro.
Gives like its side dodge lights, for example, were like no longer are enhanced. You can pop
That's
this, they're gonna get
nuts.
everything enhanced, you know, like for 30 seconds. But it also helps you feel with that Berserker fantasy of I'm going to be able to like hit and like pummel people really and be kind of unstoppable on top of having infinite stamina. So you just can go in, wail on people, start throwing attacks. That's what Berserker is. That's what the fantasy of a Berserker is attacking nonstop. And again, it kind of fits with the rest of his kit and the rest of his identity. But where it becomes really, really, really different and interesting is where we have feat 4. So sit down,
my Lord.
hold on to your seats.
I'm already sitting, so this is...
Because I can't see chat right now, and I know people are going to be like, what is this? Either we're cooking
What
or
did
we're
you
not
do?
cooking the right thing, but it doesn't matter. It's super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is Valhalla's Blessing. So when you pop your tier 4, you gain permanent uninterruptible stance, so armor, and your hit points cannot be dropped below 1 for 20 seconds.
Are you? No.
It's on a 2-minute
Okay,
cooldown, it
no.
replaces Berserker,
No.
right? So this is really-
That's a step
you're
too
going
far.
berserk this.
That's a step
The
too
idea here is
far.
that
That's
you
a step
become
too far.
unkillable by anything except being ledged and being thrown into hazards. But outside of this, your HP will not go below 1. So the thing is, when the feat expires,
No,
if you're
no,
you're going to stay at that HP you're at.
absolutely
If you're at
not.
1, you're going to stay at 1. So you're going to take 1 hit, you're going to die. Really,
That-
this is like kind of
that's
a last
not-
time
no,
kind of crazy
no,
thing
you
where
can't
you
bring
pop
that
it,
live.
you become this unkillable death machine. On top of your tier
That's
3
too
that you
far.
can probably pop at the same time. That'll give you infinite stam and all your attacks are enhanced. With feat 2, that'll give you more damage when you take damage. So this is like, hey, I'm going to take damage. And it still triggers, by the way. If you're at 1 HP and you take damage, it still counts. It still triggers. So it still counts there. And your feat 1 gets refreshed faster and faster and faster. So really, it's, listen, you're in a 1v4. Revenge is not going to cut it, right? Like, pop this. You're going to survive it. They're going to... They're gonna try to
Hell yeah, you're gonna survive it. This is unreal.
It's a super unique feat, really, really, really different. Hardcore fits the fantasy of Berserker here, and we've really tried to make a feat set, a feat kit that really worked with the hero's fight kit, with the fantasy, and how it all kind of merged together to get something super interesting, really different. There's clear drawbacks to this, right? Like, you're gonna pop this, people can just like potentially stop attacking you.
Sure.
You can back off a little bit, and then you can still go in, and it's okay. But it's really about how can you use this effectively to be able to use the, hey, I can't die, so I'm gonna have fun a little bit. So that's the idea here for this feat testing grounds. Again, I can't see chat. I don't know if people are happy or not, but I'll be rewatching it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But really, that's what we're doing now. So I like people. I know we didn't have a lot of people playing the Peacekeeper testing grounds. Go try this as much as you can. We need the data. We need all that sort of stuff. Yes, like you can. And again, this is something that you feel it on paper. And I remember when we pitched this to the team, people were freaking out. Like, what do you mean I can't die?
What do you mean?
Right? And then our programmers were like, we're going to do this, you know? So, but at the same time, once you try it out and once you play with it, like, oh, you know what? This actually isn't that bad. It feels really good to use. And it's not it's not an I win button, right?
Right.
It is an I win
really
button.
A big difference in what you can do. And it might seem too strong on paper, but when you play with it, when you mess around with it, you'll see it's a lot more interesting. It's super fun.
Oh, I'll try it,
And
but
it's
I'm
different.
already
This is
telling
nice.
you this looks
So
bad.
yeah, please go play it. Go try it out. Give us your feedback. The usual channels. We'll be happy to hear what you have to say.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much, JC. Super spicy one. Really looking forward to all of that. So we hope you are too. Go give us your feedback. Again, this testing grounds will be available starting on April 3rd for a week. So right after the Bound by Blood event, we'll be running this one. So keep an eye out on your calendars and all the socials for that. So we really look forward to having your feedback on it. So thank you again, JC. And don't go too far, because we have another segment with JC. So you can all celebrate in the chat now for that. Because we're going to talk about patch notes. So we got some other really fun things. So yes, we got a lot of fun notes to talk about. Awesome. And yeah, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm going to give my thoughts on this. In theory, I don't mind what they're going for here. They want to capitalize on Berserker's ability to trade damage. That's fine. But my issue here is the time. Like that 4th feat, for example. 20 seconds of being unkillable. 20 seconds where your health cannot drop. That's too long. 20 seconds is too long. 10 seconds is more manageable. I would be okay with 10 seconds. Because let me tell you what will happen with 20 seconds. 20 seconds, if you're in a ganked situation and your opponents are all on top of you trying to take you down and you're holding them off, you're also getting revenge, you're taking damage, which means that you're getting more of your feats filled up. It's going to be too strong for 20 seconds.
Sorry,
10
really
seconds would be better.
Energy there. That was like that was awesome of me.
I'm trying to get all hyped for the. You're like, we didn't go anywhere. It's okay. But you know what? We didn't go anywhere. We're here. We're here to talk more about patch notes. JC, we got some fun stuff today.
Yeah, and I got my trusty clicker.
Trusty
so I can go through the slides and tell people that they're going to be happy.
All right, let's do this.
Patch notes for this.
All right, let's hear the patch notes.
So let us start with, I think, somebody that people have been asking for a little bit.
What's that?
Some Sohei changes.
All right, what are you doing?
So just to go over them, but basically the philosophy we're going with Sohei is the hero's been out for a little bit. We've gotten a lot of feedback.
Hey!
As well, and what we've the conclusion we came to is that the restrictions that we put on Sohei initially, right, where you had to do light or heavy, that was very intentional in a way that we wanted to create a hero that felt a little bit different. But also that was more reminiscent of like older heroes, getting to a bit of that nostalgia aspect a bit. But also because we want to be really conservative with how you gain souls, how you get access to your like crazy move. So the idea here is really opening up Sohei's flow to make that work better. Now this is the first time we're trying this. The mic is not working well. So I have a better mic now, I'm hoping. I don't know how much got cut out, but basically, yeah. So we want to change Sohei's flow so that works a little bit better. I'll get rid of this. Thank you. All right. So Sohei's flow, yeah. So we wanted to make sure that it flows a little bit better. It's more interesting, works better. So really, like what we've been doing is, so now the opener lights, including dodge attacks, can now chain into heavy soul attacks. Same for heavy openers, they can go into chain light soul attacks. So from front dodge, side dodge, whatever you're doing, the follow-ups to your bash, everything goes into anything there. So that's great.
Nice.
Mad Monk can now also chain to Mad Monk Extender, so you can go funny helicopter zone. Great. We've also changed the chain link timing to all heavy soul attacks from Mad Monk and Mad Monk Extender. We've shortened it by 1 frame. And so what that means is that before, when you did Mad Monk into a heavy soul finisher, heavy soul attack rather, what ended up happening is that if your opponent mashed a light, they would trade on the exact same frame. So you would get your soul as a Sohei, so you'd be moderately happy because you got a soul. But at the same time, your flow stopped entirely.
Yeah.
With this, if you buffer your attacks, everything goes well, you will not lose your momentum and you can keep going. So it's because it is part of Sohei's issues of losing momentum and always going back to neutral. So that's a big part of it. And last but not least, Mad Monk is massively overperforming. We were kind of okay with it because the restrictions on flows on Sohei and getting souls was super difficult. But we've now reverted the garbage vulnerability on Mad Monk to be 433 MS instead of 100. So you can no longer throw out Mad Monk, hoping you'll trade with somebody, faint at the guard break, getting guaranteed guard break, get 3 souls. That was like a really easy way of getting souls, where it's not like that was not necessarily the full intention of this. Ended up working this way, but we're nerfing that a little bit to compensate for the other massive buffs that he has.
Okay.
Again, we're gonna keep.
All
an eye
right.
on
Well,
this.
Sohei's
Keep
going
an
to
eye
be
on
a
how players
monster,
do with Sohei.
but I'm okay with
See
that.
where that goes, and do more adjustments if needed. Right. So there's a lot of stuff that I know people are playing are talking about right in regards to damage.
Hell Jumper, I don't like
the
Sohei, but
damage
it
on
sucks
the
that I have to
Sohei
try even harder to
is too
kill
high,
him. Bro,
maybe
you were
damage on
singing
the
the
other attack
praises
is
of the
low.
Berserker changes, and
things
this
that we're
bothers you?
looking at
The
to
Berserker
make sure
changes
that,
are way worse than this.
So the thing that we're looking at to make sure that like the hero is balanced and is fun to play and works really well. So that's kind of like the idea here for Sohei. But this is the first step we're taking. We'll see how it pans out and see where it goes.
Nice. Awesome.
Next, we have some changes.
Aramusha.
For Aramusha. So Aramusha has been kind of
Heavy finishers are unblockable?
not necessarily because the hero is bad.
What?
The heroes have gotten like a lot of big buffs, a lot of changes. So we really wanted to have a quick look at Aramusha to see what can we do to make the hero more competitive. It doesn't mean that he's going to shoot up the top of the tier list, but we wanted to make the hero more competitive so that it's more playable. Like it's a bit more accessible, but also you have a bit more fun when you're playing him, right? So the first big change is that heavy finishers are now unblockable. So just a quick reminder, to access your heavy finishers, you have to do 2 attacks. You have to do like an attack and then a second one in the exact same stance, and then that's how you access your heavy finishers. Now, Aramusha's heavy finishers have what's called deadly feints, which means you can soft feint into 400 MS lights in other stances.
Right.
The problem was that you kind of had to do it. That heavy was not threatening at all. There was no pressure from it. So by making it unblockable, now you have a lot more pressure you can apply, right? You can either let that unblockable fly. Hopefully your opponent is going to read that you're going to like change into a light in another stance and try to parry.
Will I do a recap at the end? Yeah, I'll do a summarized video later today.
Damage. You can keep your chain going by using deadly feints. So really this is about pressure from Aramusha to let him use his tools more effectively, right?
Nice.
It's a small change, but it makes a big difference. Now the second
The
aspect
name of the season is fitting. These characters are ascending.
Zone attack can now access deadly feints as well, which is super interesting. So you can do zone attack, and then the idea here is that essentially when Aramusha has an unblockable attack with his weapons, then you can deadly feint. Right? This is how it works. So zone attack first hit, then you go second hit, softening the deadly feints again, extends your chain. You get into stuff really well, so that's really good. Again, gives them more options, more reasons to do some of these attacks.
Aramusha's cooking.
We've also, as a bit of quality of life stuff that we've done on a hero, we've increased the forward movement on all of his heavy openers, all of his heavy finishers, and all of his infinite chain lights. Aramusha suffered there a little bit where he was very, very immobile. So you would throw attacks, you could barely move forward. It was really, really difficult to hit people.
Raven, I don't play Berserker, I play Warlord, but at least the Vikings got
increased the
something.
movement there.
Okay, doesn't change anything.
It
It doesn't change any of what I've
target swap
said.
and hit other people. Before it was like very, very difficult.
That
because
does
it was
not
very low
alter
forward
any
movement.
of what I have
That was
said.
the original hero intent, by the way. That the designer, who is no longer working on For Honor, but the guy who was working on Aramusha initially wanted to have a kind of like really tanky, immobile hero that had like fast dodges. I had super fast side dodge recoveries. Everything was kind of baked in to have that sort of feeling of bursts of speed, but very, very low movement. And as the game evolved, that doesn't necessarily work as well as it did. So we're doing these kinds of changes. We've also adjusted the weapon trajectories to match the weapon visuals better on every single one of his attacks. So again, they have a bit more range in general. So if things look like they should be able to hit, they're going to hit now. So it all goes into the increased forward movement when you do your attacks as well, to be able to hit people better externally. And even like when you're locked onto people and you're target swapping, it gets a bit easier. And then last but not least, we've also increased the attack range on Ring the Bell. So basically, by attack range, I mean, it's not necessarily just for movement, but it's more at what distance are you going to register that the attack is going to land. So we've increased that enough so that it's not like egregious where
You
you
said
can
that
just, like,
Aramusha was a
be
tank?
super far.
No, the point was that he
Blind
was
it,
designed
but it's
to be a
high
tank,
enough
but they
that
changed
target
that.
swapping it now is actually viable. They still need to be pretty close, but it is viable. Before, it was borderline impossible unless they were like really locked onto you and they were walking towards you and couldn't walk forward anymore. Then you could kind of do it. Now you're going to have a bit more leeway into when you can target swap, ring the bell.
Tell you what, I like these changes. They're fine, but the real change needs to be get rid of his hat.
And then last but not least, pirate. So it's one line, but it's a big one.
Yeah.
So Grand Cavalier can no longer cancel its recovery with a dodge. So that's side dodge heavies specifically. So I'll explain here because it's a bit different than what we've been doing with Berserker and with Orochi, right? So Berserker and Orochi, we removed the enhanced property on their side dodge lights, and that made sense, right? So you can still do them, you can still do that sort of stuff, you can still target swap it, you can still go into your dodge recoveries, and it works. It's a significant nerf, and I know some people wanted to have this functionality instead, but we went a different way, and it made more sense for them because they were light attacks.
Right.
In Pirate's case, the problem is that if we make it not enhanced anymore, then it breaks the rules of heavy attacks in general in For Honor, right? Every attacks are always enhanced, and we don't want to have like that weird inconsistency that doesn't make any sense. If and also the other thing is like we could have switched the input to a light as well and go with side dodge lights instead, so now they're no longer enhanced and it works. But then that affects Pirate in another bad way because then you can't use your gunshots after your side dodge attacks.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of knock-on effects as to if we change this aspect, this problem pops up. If we change that aspect, that problem pops up. And so ultimately we remove the ability to recovery cancel with a dodge entirely, but only for that attack. So Pirate is still good. You can still do a lot of what you were doing before. You just can't just go spinny top constantly and have it. So it's the one issue with this, and this is what I know, that's why I'm going to be curious to see how it works. But I know players are doing, they're being aggressive by you side dodge, target swap into the attack, and then it makes your attacks really, really, really safe. And then you can retarget swap to the person that you hit, but that was not able to parry you because you were in the lock.
I don't dislike it. I don't dislike that change. I mean, it's fine.
It's a lot of comcomplicated things.
It's a nerf to Pirate, and I know a lot of people wanted that.
But at the very least, like the hero is impacted where there's we've done a change where there's the most impact, but at the same time, it's different than what we did for Orochi and Berserker. So it'll also let us compare the effectiveness of those nerfs and see where we can go from there.
Nice.
So that's it for patch notes.
Cool.
But again, I'm excited. Soi's going to be much better.
Oh, yeah.
Musha's going to be much better.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we're going to see less negativity around Pirate for this specifically.
Sure.
And we'll see how things evolve. But really, we're always keeping an eye on everything. We get reports from our amazing community team so that we get a lot of information from them. I'm always scouring Reddit. I'm always talking to people. We're always looking at things to see how we can improve the game, where we can push things, and try to make the game experience better for everybody. I know sometimes players would like us to have like more changes and and just add more slides in the PowerPoint. And I wish it was so, but we're, again, like I've been saying this once in a while, we're humans. We love what we do, but I'd rather we have a little bit less changes and our people are not burnt out, and then we can keep doing more changes than our people working too much. We have really passionate people. I'm one of them, and I used to do that, and we're trying to like make sure that people can have a life a little bit, and so this is where we're going.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, JC. Appreciate that. And yeah, folks, we hope you're excited for these because yeah, there's some really, really awesome buffs for both Sohei and Musha. And yeah, Pirate, we're watching you, Pirate out there. So, folks, listen, stick around because coming up we have a wrap-up segment where we're going to kind of go over everything we talked about today. But we also have an awesome presentation of all the Legacy Battle Pass weapons. So we're going to show that in a video coming up. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right. Well, we've seen these, so I'll tone down the volume a little bit and talk for a second. Okay, so let's talk about the Zerker thing first. Let's talk about that Zerker testing ground. I don't mind what they're trying to do. I think it's good. You want to have Zerker's feats fit their play style, and I agree with that. Having Zerk, you know, have an axe throw at the beginning is fine. Having it be where it has a cooldown is fine, and where the cooldown is shortened for each time they take damage. I was okay with that too. The second feat made perfect sense. If they take damage, they get a little bit stronger. That was fine too. My issue comes up with the fourth feat and the timing. The reason that's a problem for me is, for one thing, I'm not good at fighting berserkers. I have a very tough time dealing with berserkers, so there's that. But the other part of it is this. I'm looking at it from the perspective of a gank situation. All a berserk has to do is activate that 4th feat. And then for 20 seconds, they are completely unkillable and can hold out for that 20 seconds until help arrives. And you might think, well, okay, but that's just 1 feat, right? But remember, it's a 120-second cooldown, which means that they can use it again within 2 minutes of a match. And not only that, and this is the part that gets me, what I don't like is while that's going on, all the other feats are feeding into it, and they're getting revenge. And now I know that JC said, but you know what you could do is just stop fighting them. Yeah, but that's not going to stop the berserk from fighting. You can ignore them and say, okay, well, I just won't feed you revenge and I won't attack you. The berserk is still going to attack you. The berserk is still going to apply pressure. And if there's one thing berserker is really good at, it's applying pressure. So that's my issue as far as that's concerned. I don't hate it. I like what they're trying to do. I think they took a step too far. I think they need to backpedal that. You know, keep the feats, okay? But, you know, reduce the timing on a few of them. You know, I think that would make it a lot better, a lot more balanced. That's what I would say change there. But otherwise, I'm okay with what they're doing with Berserker. For the others, Pirates nerf is fine. I don't have an issue with that. I know people hate Pirates, so whatever makes y'all happy, I guess. Did they skip the Samurai? That's kind of sad. But anyway, back to what I was saying. No, they did the Samurai earlier, sorry. For Sohei's fixes, I like what they've done with that. That's a good idea, making it so that you can get access to any of your soul weapons from any attack. That was kind of needed, I feel like. No damage changes, but again, I don't think that needs to happen. The only damage change I would change is maybe reduce the damage of the big 7-shot weapon thing. That would be the only change I would offer. Let's say that's the only thing that I would say there. That's the only addition I would say there. And as for the Aramusha feat, Aramusha changes, I like them. I think they'll work. I'm not a huge fan of Aramusha personally, but this might make me play him a bit more if they make him able to apply a bit more pressure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that works out. So overall, I don't think these are bad. The only one I'm not as excited about is the Berserker testing ground, just because I think that they overcooked it. Now that they didn't cook, they overcooked it. That would be what I would say there. So I think they overcooked with Berserker just a little bit.
Welcome back, Warriors. We have made it to the wrap-up. I am so excited for this upcoming season.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Man, yeah. I want it now.
It's fine.
All right, it's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll wait. Okay, fine.
But yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the stuff we covered today. So
yeah.
We've got our new hero skin, Queen Calliope, 25k steel.
Yeah, that's so good.
That is such a good hero skin, like, no doubt. That is such a good hero skin.
So nice.
Do you know, just a little thing, I started playing Glad recently just because of this.
Really?
Yeah, I never really played Glad, but now I've been like playing her more because I was waiting for the skin to come out. So I'm very excited.
A good reason to start.
Yeah, for real.
We also have a new battle pass and new legacy pass, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Looks so good.
Very good.
Got our free event pass, Khatuun's Triumph, of course, with our new time-limited game mode, Bound by Blood.
Also good. Play it.
Yeah. Got some hero fests for Shaolin, Varangian Guard, and Aramusha.
All right.
Yeah. And the testing grounds will be out April 3rd.
with the very, subtle Berserker, just really low-key changes to Berserker.
Yeah,
kind of a slight nod to her, I guess.
Of course, our balance patch will be live with title updates.
Nice.
And we've got our new multiplayer menu rework.
I know.
Get in your Dominion matches quicker or whatever you want to play, you can get right in there.
And the world map is still there. We saw those guys. It's in there.
It's there.
Come on, y'all. All right.
But yeah, we also have some content of the week.
That's right. Yes, we do have some cool content of the week coming up. So starting today, March 6th, we have a Gladiator Hero Fest. That's right, with a new unique execution. The flagpole kick available for, I want to say 10K steal. That one was really fast. But that's cool. We'll play it again. 7K steal. Look at that, folks. We got a 3K discount in just 2 seconds. It's amazing. But yes, also with the Gladiator Hero Fest, don't forget that Gladiator is free to play this week if you don't have them, and you get double XP for playing. So what a time to get ready for the new skin coming out, the Calliope. So very cool. So on top of that, starting next week, we have a new time-limited mythic outfit available from March 13th to April 3rd. The Victor Spoils. So that's very cool. Got a lot of roses.
It looks good.
Doing so good. So
Emote incoming.
also, we have. Oh yes, yeah, you get to see it with the emote. So it's very awesome there. We also have a new time-limited execution, the Dagger Fumble. So available for 10K steal.
Awesome.
Dude, yes. Fight in the arena. Try to pull that one off in the middle of Bound by Blood. We dare you. All right, that one is a ton of fun. So looking forward to that. Also, we have a weekly arcade quest coming up this week. So Favet Linguis, so available now for all players, because arcade's available for all players. And this weekend, we have an event order, Dominant Warrior. So from March 7th to the 10th, be the faction with the most Dominion matches completed. And you get some sweet rewards. And on top of that, we got an XP Fest this weekend, too.
Hey,
so
XP
At the
Fest.
end of every match. So go in there, play Dominion, get double XP, have fun.
Yeah.
Right? We're all about fun.
Who doesn't love double XP?
I love double XP.
I love double XP.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah. That's not also. Remember way back when we were showcasing Viking Village, the converted map, for the very
remember
first
that, yeah.
time? There was a certain tree that we
yeah.
had to
Yeah, that-
remove to ensure
yeah.
the map was playable for
down
Dominion. We had to axe it, unfortunately. Max, show him the video. Show him the video.
Yeah. So let's take a look from the other side. From the defenders, we had this beautiful, beautiful giant tree.
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
That was right there. So they just, chopped it down. Oh, not lately. Yeah. They needed some, firewood for good Monday.
Fair enough, yeah.
So again, this creates a better fighting space for the minions, for players.
All right, so we heard you.
We did a bad.
We heard you loud and clear. We know how much that tree meant to you. So we're actually going to go ahead and allow you to plant your very own tree with this new limited time emote available from April 17th to April 24th. And this is in support for Earth Day.
That's right.
Yeah, proceeds are going to Ecology. Link in the chat will be being dropped. Jed or Josh will be putting in the chat.
That's so
you can check
effing
out
dumb.
Ecology.
Right.
But yeah,
Now, what does ecology do?
Ecology. It's world. It's just for they got like
Go plant trees.
yeah, they go plant trees. They make the world a better place. More
so-
green.
That's more green, and
Yeah.
that's always good. So listen, we had to chop down one tree, so that way all of you can plant more
Exactly.
trees. All right, so that's good. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
Glad we did that.
Nice. That's not all. We also have some community corner.
Oh, dude.
Let's check it out.
All right, let's hear it. Community Corner.
Warriors, welcome to year 9. We hope you've been enjoying the show so far. Lots of cool stuff being shown off. We got a bunch of loadout slots. We're at 90.
And materials per limb. How exciting.
Yeah, you guys are already super fashionable, so now you've got more options to do so. So we want to see some cool little mishmashes, so get your fashionista on. But we're going to go ahead and get into the first clip. We've got a couple of clips that we want to show you today, starting off with one from Joker Boy Rocks. You might have seen this on our Twitter, but it was a pretty good one. Over here, you got
It's a stressful situation here. When you're brawling in between just a ton of minions, it's pretty scary. And you're getting ganked. It's almost guaranteed death, right?
Yeah, you would think, but then the revenge pops, and you finally get your lick back, as the kids say these days. But I honestly, I always try to avoid fighting in mid lane just because I feel like I always just get destroyed.
Yeah.
But hey, they ended up getting out of this the situation pretty. Wouldn't say, without some. Oh.
You just gotta look where you're going too.
Watch that last step. It is the dooziest of doozies.
Oh, I love this one.
Yeah, this one is from Lazy Hitman.
No way!
So clean. I love the slice at the end.
No way!
Extra disrespect.
Oh my
We got a nice
god!
picture from Melancano Minerva. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Showing off the awesome Glad. and then jumping away and just immediately killing. I love how like that ocelotl jumped off of the ledge and was still down there.
Yeah.
Now we've got another clip here from Loose Passenger.
Whoa, that's just evil.
I love the scream he does at the end. Like, if you listen close, he goes, ah!
Yeah.
And then we've got a last clip here from Cobra Strike Hustler. This is actually like one of the funniest clips that I've seen in quite some time because, you know, you could be fighting, you can be winning, you could be losing, but there are other environmental things to worry about. Such as the ballista, just getting absolutely nailed.
I love how the shot just stays there against the wall too. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love seeing like the little picture of the warden.
Well done.
Like being the hero, man.
Yeah,
that's so awesome. But those are all the clips that we have for you today. If you want to have your clips featured, post them on Reddit. And also, by the way, check your DMs because we DM people to like get some clips onto the show. So make sure you're checking your Reddit DMs. I'm talking to the people that I DM'd that didn't respond back. Please respond back, okay? Because I want to show the clips off.
Yeah, we'd love to hear back from you.
Yeah. But I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for us for this round of the Community Corner. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna kick it back over to the studio.
Cheers.
Back to the studio.
Still time. So,
Welcome back. That Black Prior clip, though.
Dude,
that was beautiful.
Again, like, I love not seeing these beforehand because, like, I'm a Black Prior main. I'm unlike the 10 other heroes I main. But yeah, Black Prior is like so close to my heart, along with Best Girl Nusha. But to see the flip work the way God intended that flip to work, it warms my heart.
That was
I
so
love
good.
I love it so much.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
So good.
Big shout out to Jet and Josh too. For
Yeah.
Corner.
Thanks, guys.
Really nice. It was awesome.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for us. Nolan, I want to thank you for coming on the den once again, doing this whole thing with me.
Yeah.
Really nice. But folks, season's live next week.
You're 9.
Get out there. Oh my God.
You're 9.
Oh my God.
What the heck? It's insane.
It's gonna be great. So
oh, man.
We'll see you on the battlefield, and I think we're gonna be raiding someone. So stick around. Jet, Josh.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
It is.
Okay. Let's go ahead and hop out of that. Go ahead and hop out of that. Okay, so we are out of that now. Wow. Let's go ahead and mute that. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't mention the work I did for them. Like, they could have said, oh, and if you haven't seen Raven Knight's videos on the factions, check those out. They could have done that. Would have been nice of them. I would have appreciated it. But, you know, it's what it is. I'll just continue being unappreciated over in my corner, my little corner over here. Some people just can't appreciate the work that I put in. Nah, it's all good. Anyway, so, wow, what a spectacular Warriors Den. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to. The new 2v2v2 game mode looks awesome. The hero skin for the Gladiator looks incredible. Calliope. I keep wanting to say Calliope, but it's Calliope. The lore right now is very nice. I can't wait to read the story, see how they approach that. I'm a little disappointed that the Knights are the only ones getting some armor variations this season, but that's fine. You know, it's a minor thing. The weapons look great on the Battle Pass. I can't wait to see what else comes on the Battle Pass. The new executions, limited time and otherwise, are really cool. The patch notes overall, I like. The testing grounds, I'm not as excited about, but I'm interested to see how that goes. I will give it a chance. I always try to give it a chance, even if I don't like it. Community Corner looked awesome. But anyway, yes, the mixing of materials is going to be cool. All of this stuff that we heard today, guys, all this stuff is coming next week. Thursday of next week, so the 13th. So look forward to the 13th coming next week. That is when it's all going to happen. I'll say it again, the 13th of next week. So please don't think that this is all dropping today or tomorrow. It is happening this next Thursday. Not today, next Thursday. Anyway, I better get started on lunch so that I can eat and then get to work on the summary video because I know that you all want to hear about that. You all want to hear the summarized version, so I will get to work on that right away. Thank you guys so much for coming to watch me. I know that you could choose any other YouTuber or content creator to watch for this, but you chose me, and that means the world to me. It means so much that you guys decided to watch me instead of someone else. So know that I truly, truly appreciate it. It is an honor to be here and to get to share and all this with you. Tonight, I will have, hopefully, a new Executions Graded video out for Gladiator and, who is the other? Pirate. Yep, I'll have that Executions Graded video out and a summary video out. And then tomorrow, I will try to have out a Execution Graded report card. Yeah, Mal, I'm kind of with you. That I'm not a big fan of what they did. I would make some definite changes. But anyway, thank you guys so much. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.